Good morning. Good morning, good morning. It's so lovely to see you all. I am still Blue Moony, fantasy writer and shy magical library in human skin. Ooh, here to lurk. Hi, am I? You are so welcome to lurk. Lurkers always welcome. I am generally a lurker myself if I am watching anyone. So yes, hello everyone. Hello Ashley. Hi Elfie. Hello Reaper. It's so lovely to see you all. Oh dear. Good night, I guess. I'm sorry. It is ridiculously early in the morning for you, isn't it, Elfie? Is it about 2? Oh, Neko Hekon. Yeah, hello. Hello. Sun Metal Red. Thanks. I can see that one's not going to die anytime soon. Good evening for me. I hope you're having a lovely evening, Reaper. Yes, 2 a.m. I thought so. I'm so sorry. I have now swapped, as you probably know, to Australian Eastern Standard Time instead of Daylight Time, and I wasn't really paying attention. I wasn't sure what direction that would shunt everyone else time-wise in relation to me if I kept streaming at 10 a.m. And I'm sorry, it pushed you. It pushed Europe into a much worse time. Even worse. Oh, hey, Red. Thanks, Mickey. Hello, Mickey. Lovely to see you too. Oh, imagine being too early for a blue screen skill issue. Sun scale orange. Oh, that one's nice. Daylight time changed screwed us up a bit. It did. I'm sorry. I wish there was a time I could stream that worked for everyone. It's just, ugh. Time, sunlight. Time, sunlight. Why do you do this to us? Can't we all just be happy together? That would be nice. In any case, it's Zoo Lovers Day. I think technically it's National Zoo Lovers Day in a particular country, but I didn't check what country. And we're all in different countries anyway, and why can't we just enjoy it being Zoo Lovers Day in general? We can only do your best. Thank you, Elfie. I'm trying. I am actually feeling quite a lot better, honestly. I don't know whether that's just because my nausea is starting to clear up a bit, but I'm getting a bit more sleep. I'm feeling much more alert when I'm streaming, so for me, it's probably a much better change, but I am so sorry. It's not the best for everyone. Ooh, I love animals every day. Yay. No use apologizing for it now. I don't think there'll ever be a time that suits everyone here. No, I think you're right. I'm so happy for you. Thank you. I am feeling better. Actually had not a random person, the lovely gentleman who looks after our garden for us comment that I looked a lot better. So I guess that's a good sign. Oh, does this mean we'll play Pal Whale or make Fantastical Beast and Where to Find Them fanfic concept novel? Not quite. I've got something planned. Blue time suits Japanese people, though. It does. Australia and Japan, when it comes to time zones, are incredibly compatible. Very good place to visit if you're in Australia because zero jet lag. It's fantastic. Ooh, I checked it in a Polish unusual holidays calendar. There are strange holidays there. December 30th is Cottage Cheese Day. It literally started as an internet troll. I think Cottage Cheese Day sounds brilliant. I need to eat more cottage cheese. It's supposed to be really good for you, isn't it? I remember trying it a few times and it just tasted a little, maybe gluey? I don't know. I don't remember loathing the taste. I should probably give it another go. No way. Oh yes, I religiously celebrate Cottage Cheese Day. Oh, dearie me. Yes. I hope the chat's working okay over this side. There was a comment that the light here made it a little difficult to read. And since we're using this lovely background that doesn't have a full-on nice background for the chat, yeah, I hope it's easy enough to read. Ooh, cottage cheese is good with fruit. I'll have to take your word on that, given Blue's reluctance to consume that particular variety of so-called edible matter. Oh dear. Oh, do you guys have go to the outback and not die? Sorry, let me read that again. Do you guys have go to the outback and not die? Day? Oh. No, as far as I'm aware, we don't have go to the Outback and not die day. We'd hope that's every day, honestly. Or at least, the not die bit. We don't want everyone to go to the Outback every day because most of us are definitely not prepared for that. So I can't see us actually surviving. So we would not get to celebrate that day, even should it fall. We get Cinnamorol Day. Cinnamorol? Cinnamorol Day is a holiday. What is Cinnamorol? All I can think is cinnamon donuts. I'm sure that's not what it is though. That's why every city isn't in the middle of the continent. Indeed. That's why almost Australia's entire population hugs the coastline like it's our, a lifeline, which it pretty much is. As long as we don't swim too deep in the water. Yeah, Blue respects what's in the ocean and does not wish to venture very far into it. Oh, that Sanrio character, or the bun. Oh, Cinnamoroll. I don't know. I am aware of an embarrassingly few Sanrio characters. I can probably recognize a character as being Sanrio, but other than that, no. Oh, Cinnamoroll is the cute white thing with the long ears. Oh, Cinnamon Roll Day. So it is the bun. It is like a cinnamon donut. I haven't had a proper cinnamon donut in so long. They're so delicious, just particularly when they've just been cooked and they're still, almost too hot to hold. So good. Oh dear. Well, let us jump into the activity Blue has planned for us for this wondrous Zoo Lovers Day 2024. So, Blue did spend a little while brainstorming because, there's only so much Blue can do with her skill set. Oh, it's a bulle, kannebulle in Swedish. Okay. So you got a public holiday for this pastry, patisserie, donut, delicious thing. That sounds fair to me. Oh dear. Yes, I did a little bit of brainstorming, and hopefully I've come up with something a bit fun, a bit silly. Yes, we can't take this too seriously because it won't work if we do. Righty. Oh, so welcome to the zoo, I guess. Welcome to the zoo. And this is, of course, a most fantastical zoo. Knowing us, we love the fantastical, we love the mythical, we love the not quite realistic, but still realistic enough to make us almost believe most of the time. Blue would love to believe in so many things. And I think I've said before, I'm fairly down to earth and practical, but I also don't like to discount anything, just in case. Not completely. There's the a hair-thin line of hope for a lot of things. It's very important culturally. Sounds it to have a whole public holiday for it. Oh, in Polish we sometimes call it Cinnamonka. Cinnamonka. I hope I'm somewhere close in pronouncing that. Sorry. I believe you. It does sound. There's lots of seemingly random things that are very, very important for lots of different cultures, aren't there? Yes, I suppose we would know, many of us being hardcore world builders, but you pick something. You can make almost anything culturally significant if you write enough lore for it and you world build hard enough, or exist as a civilization in reality for long enough. I guess that'll do the trick too, but most of us don't have the time for that. Oh, yes, I can finally let out that horrendous creature that lives in my nightmares and leaves me in genuine fear every time I go to sleep. Oh dear. Oh no. Well, if it'll do you good to let it out, maybe let it out, but if it'll devour you, maybe not. Or if it will devour, next door's puppy dog or something, maybe not. Yeah, that was great pronunciation, actually. Even got the E right, I think. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. I'm glad I'm not completely butchering every word I do not know. Probably coming close in some cases, though. So yes, a most fantastical zoo, because that is how we work. That is how we roll. We are fantastic. And so most of the creatures that we will see here today are not typical residents of most zoos. Oh, I think it would be good as a petting zoo animal. If it terrorizes you in your sleep, I'm not sure about petting zoo. I suppose we can see. Hello, Zebby. Hello, lovely to see you. We are just about ready to go to the zoo. Ooh, on the topic of world building, I got RPG Maker for my birthday, and it's recently gotten quite familiar. Ooh, wonderful. Ooh, that's fantastic. Hope you're having lots, not only fun with that, but I hope it's very useful as well. Hi, Zibby. Oh, everything is a great petting zoo animal if you don't care about Osha. I suppose that's one way to look at it. Oh, dearie me. But yes, most of the creatures we'll see here, not typical residents of most zoos. And so it's probably a good thing that this will remain an imaginary zoo, because these creatures definitely don't belong caged, and most probably would not stand to be caged. So, oh, wait, where are we? Chat. Oh, Crater Fish, lovely to see you. Hello. Oh, hello, guess who's been procrastinating the entire day? It's 8 p.m. Oh, I'm sorry, it's been... Well, unless it's been a very pleasant day of procrastination, as opposed to a day of procrastination where you have a huge amount you need to do and can't quite bring yourself to do it. Because, procrastination, it's not always a terrible thing. Not always. It's not always very helpful, but it's not always terrible. I hope you're well anyway, Creative Fish. It's lovely to see you. Ooh, RPG Maker could be called my new obsession. At least it is a very useful obsession. I hope it will be. Hope, it will be kind to you, and you'll be kind to it, and you will have a long and prosperous friendship. Oh, that's great, Elfie. I wish you to have fun with it. It's a great tool. Great! Sorry, I'm just reading it out now. No, I live in fear and anxiety. I'm so sorry, Creative Fish. I'm sorry. If you've got things you need to do, you can just pop us on in the background and jump in now and then. Because, I don't want to distract you either. I suppose it's a problem as well, I'm the one streaming. Of course I'm going to be distracting some people from something. I'm distracting all of you from something else you could be doing with your time. Such is visual media, I suppose. Oh, dearie me. So yes, we have 10 creatures to meet today. And I do have to warn you, they are rather volatile, and they are all immensely proud. If you don't know who they are, they may get just a teensy bit aggressive. They have been known to consume folks if they are shown any measure of disrespect, and yes, in their case they would take not guessing who they are as disrespect. So we'll have three chances, 3 clues for each of them, and yes, we'll see what happens if we don't guess. It may be something along these lines. Can you just Yes, I want to test this first, just in case it's too loud. So can all of you sort of be prepared, maybe hold your headphones slightly away from your ears in case it is too loud. I just need to make sure it's not too loud. Are you ready? Are you ready? Is that too loud? It is too loud. Oh dear. Let me just jump back in the chat to catch up. What's the button on your tie? It's a moon! I could be sleeping, but sleeping is less than blue. Oh, thank you, Elfie. That's so sweet of you. Oh, here's a tip. Oh dear, that is a tip for RPG Maker. I hope it is useful. Louder. Wait, was she screaming? Yeah, my ears have been blown out a little loud. Well, it's good for me. Maybe you can scream to test. A little loud, fine by me. Okay, I think we got to turn it down just a bit. Okay. Down. Okay. Do you mind if I test it again? Okay. Another test. This will be a little bit... Oh, thank you for all the lovely likes, by the way. Thank you. Here's another test. Put it on max volume. No, that's a bad plan. I've turned it down a bit to just see how it goes. Okay, too soft now? Don't put it on max volume. I did not. I turned it down a fair bit. I can't hear anymore, so I can't tell. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I did so much setting up for this stream, but I did not get a chance to do an actual test stream to check the volumes for this particular sound that will fill our ears in the moments before we get consumed by slighted magical creatures. Okay, I've just turned it up again just a little bit. So hopefully this will be fine. It's somewhere in the middle of those two. So I hope it'll be okay. I'm also just glad the sound effect worked. Yes, it's the last time I used this system for this was when I did my Christmas karaoke, and I'll probably be using it again when I eventually get around to doing more karaokes, but yes, I'm glad it worked. Mickey being an absolute chaos gremlin. Don't worry about a hearing aid at 99-cent stores. It should be good. Very fun. Yay. Okay. Shall we get to our first creature? Oh, wait. We'll meet each creature. Then after we either admire or are devoured by said creature, we can just have a bit of a chat about them, about our favorite ones from literature or movies. Just a bit about the lore. I have Myth and Folklore Wiki ready to go. Just to read out a little bit of each one. And I do have to warn you, these questions were sort of difficult to come up with because I didn't want to make it obvious, and for so many creatures, most of the who am I questions you'd be able to think of would just make it totally obvious. So I had to be a little bit creative and have a bit of fun with this. Wiki. Oh, yes, Myth and Folklore Wiki. Yeah. Ooh, a critter, a funny little guy. Most of these ones, I've tried to keep them as mythical creatures of a more beast nature as opposed to those on sort of par with humans, because I feel bad enough putting these creatures in a zoo, let alone, a centaur or a merperson or a fairy, given, they're kind of people. So that would be a bit much. Will there be a pop quiz at the end? I wasn't planning on it, but if you would like me to test you, we could see. I will try to pet all of the creatures. Wonderful. They deserve all of your love. No. After we meet all the creatures, I thought we could potentially try to design a beast of our own to add to the zoo, if there is time. And yes, I do have paint open, but I am an appalling artist, particularly with a mouse. So that'll be interesting. And I found a few mythical creature generators, which we can have a bit of a play around with, but I don't think we're going to really need them. It'll be more fun to get prompts from chat and pull something together. Ah, yes, biology lesson while trying to dig ourselves out of the stomach of the beast, your usual Tuesday on the Magic School Bus. It sounds it, doesn't it? Grilled dragon. Oh no, do not wish to eat dragons. Oh dear. Well, I suppose if there was a culture where dragons are, a plague, or at least, a pest. And I suppose, if the hunting was easy enough, or you could domesticate them to an extent, I suppose dragon meat wouldn't be too far-fetched in that situation. You could do a sketch at least. I'll do my very best. I did do one practice, and the outcome was reasonably funny, so at least you can have a giggle at Blue. It might taste chickeny, like how people describe crocodile meat. Maybe. Where did that come from, where people say everything tastes like chicken? I don't know. What do they say in the Matrix? Because chicken tastes like nothing, and that's why chicken tastes like everything? I think the people just aren't seasoning their chicken enough. Oh, this just in, dragons as deer. Or in other words, the book where we can't get rid of these effing dragons. Dragon livestock. It could be an interesting, quiet-ish farming fantasy slice of life. Dragon farmers. I don't know about breeding the dragons for meat though. That just doesn't really sit right with me. Is dragon milk a thing? Dragon milk? Okay, let us meet our first creature. Well, I don't know. I have a better palate than some randos who think everything tastes like chicken. I'm guessing you must, and I'm hoping I do. It's yeah. I think yes, people just aren't seasoning their food enough. Ooh, dragon milk will probably be hot. Oh yes. Harvest whatever allows dragons to produce flame. Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. I like that. Dragon is reptile, no milk. I know dragon is reptile, no milk, but you know, we can still play. We can play. It's our fantasy world. We can tweak things. We can tweak things. And well, I suppose as well we could milk venom. Or yeah, their fire source. Wouldn't want to take all of it, but you know, a lot of it. It would render them safer to farm, and also, yes, that is such a good idea. I love it. Thank you, Zevi. You should use that. Okay, first creature. First creature. Come on, PowerPoint, work. It worked. It's amazing. Ooh, Magic would say no if we want. Indeed. Indeed. I mean, I do prefer, you know, fantasy worlds to be as realistic as possible, but there's still our worlds. We can tweak things. Well, harvesting the dragon flame organ sounds like an interesting allegory for shark fin soup. Oh dear. Oh dear. I see where you're coming from. I'm just hoping we can find a humane way to do this. Okay, creature one. Creature one. I appear in the folklore of multiple cultures worldwide. That doesn't narrow it down very much, does it? There's quite a few that could fall into that category. Yikes. It's okay. Sometimes it gets more specific. Sometimes it just gets weird with these questions. It still applies to dragons. It does. It does still apply to dragons. So, dragon. Oh, we've got some few dragon guesses. Let's move on to the next one. I am the highest ranking creature in the Chinese animal hierarchy. Does anyone know much about the Chinese animal hierarchy? Blue didn't. Blue had to do the research. Oh dear. So I appear in the folklore of multiple creatures worldwide. I'm the highest ranking creature in the Chinese animal hierarchy. Dragon. Well, it makes sense that we were dragon chatting just before then. I don't know, man. Well, the next one will sort of, I think, make it obvious. Don't touch my hoard. There we go. There we go. There we go. So it seems we are not getting devoured by a dragon today. Whee! Dragon! Whee! Oh, Blue hasn't moved around much yet. This is fun. Whee! Hierarchy Zodiac. I believe so. I believe that's what it's referring to. But just Blue will just get pleasantly blasted by the dragon here, and let's just read a little bit. I'm still panicking that my background will change every time I change windows. I did check it. So a dragon. Yes. Our first creature is dragon. Saw your mouse. Yeah, it's there. Okay, so we have myth and folklore wiki here. Dragon. Dragons are powerful mythical creatures typically depicted as gigantic flying serpents/lizards or other tetrapods with magical, spiritual, or supernatural qualities. Most dragons are distinguished between the winged Western dragons derived from various European folk traditions or Eastern dragons derived from the Chinese long dragon. Roasted Blue. I am so very roasted. Happy that I didn't need to spell tea or something like that. Yeah. Dragons are in the middle of the Chinese zodiac. Oh, yes, it doesn't. I don't think that applies to the I don't think the order is the hierarchy. Unless my research was wrong, but by my research it said it was the oh dear. I've gone. Give me a sec. No, don't give me a sec. I forgotten exactly what the clue was, but yes. We can look that up again. Just let me jump over here. Jump over here. Okay. Chinese animal hierarchy. Did I spell hierarchy right? I did not. Ugh. Looking up, looking up, looking up. Where am I going to find the... Oh, where did I find that? Well, where are we at? Roasted fish is good too. In Chinese mythos, dragons are heavenly and powerful. They also fly around and breathe fire, and they're pretty high. My cousin was born in the year of the dragon. Jealous. Me too. I am also a year of the dragon. It is a good year. It is a good year. Boop-be-doop-be-doop-be-doo. Where are we? Where are we? I am looking at something that is not very helpful to me. Yeah, so we can do some more research on that, but what I did find was that it was the top of the animal hierarchy in Chinese mythology. So I am sorry if I got that one wrong, but that is what Blue's research found. Okay. Dragons occur in many legends around the world. Like most other mythological creatures, dragons are perceived in different ways by different cultures, however, often held to have major spiritual significance in various religions and cultures. Oh, yes. Here we are. So many. I'm Year of the Snake. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yes, dragons. What did I read? I think I saw something random about dragons appearing in so many cultures, mythologies, just as a reaction because so many people are just naturally scared of snakes. And that sort of built up this creature, and that's why it built up in so many cultures. Because I think they did some tests or research with, children who have been barely exposed to snakes, still showing, massive fear of snakes. Oh, imagine the rat winning the zodiac race by ditching his cat friend and sneaking on the back of the ox. Sneaky little rat. Indeed. I'm a rabbit, I think. I think it's very sexual, which is funny in contrast to my asexuality. I am horse. Nay, nay. Nay, nay. Yeah, it's not too weird. Snakes are like the oldest enemy of primates. Ooh, fun fact. Women get better at seeing snakes on their periods. Ooh, that's useful. That is very useful. I mean, not so useful to Blue at the moment, given various circumstances. But, oh dear. Blue actually quite likes snakes. Yeah, we once went up to, I think it was the Daintree, way up in North Queensland. And it was the off-season, so it was just my family on the boat. And so the boat conductor, the boat driver, took us right to the edge of the rivers and got frogs and snakes down from the side, and I held a wild green snake. It was so cute and little. Also, I got hugged by a python at a school carnival. Very friendly python. Did not want to let go. Very sweet. Oh yes. Also, yeah, there were crocodiles everywhere on that river. And I was a little concerned we were going to run into them. Everywhere. Wait, is that actually true? I wouldn't put it past being true, really. I wouldn't know why, no. But yeah, ball pythons are cute. So cute. I like snakes too, but it's just in our nature to recognize snake shapes and patterns. I think you're right, yes. Snakes are danger sign. Danger. What is it? Danger noodle. Danger noodle snake. Yes, dragons. Dragons are good. Do I have many dragons? I don't think I've actually... I mean, dragons are definitely mentioned in my my shapeshifter fantasy, but I'm not sure we actually see any. I think we see one that's been taxidermified, like hanging from a ceiling. So stuffed dragon. But I don't think we actually see them otherwise, and I haven't really thought about them in my high fantasy. I suppose they could be there, just as they'd exist, but I don't think they're really huge. As in, popularity as opposed to size. Shapeshifter fantasy. Yes, I do have a shifter fantasy. It's one I've done a lot more work on than some others, so hopefully once Main Magical Project gets more on a roll, I mean, my thinking pattern was maybe I could write the first 3, 4 or 5 of Main Magical Project and then have a bit of a break from that and jump back to Shifter, because that's just a duology. I'd hope it wouldn't take too long, because again, it was written in whole at one point, just it is nowhere near finished again somehow. It's amazing how 10 years can make a book less finished as opposed to more finished. Oh, I didn't expect to ever hear snake and pleasant in the same sentence ever. Oh, yes, average day in Australia with all these creatures. Indeed, indeed. Fantasy Australia totally has a monopoly on dragons. And their fire is chronically poisonous. Chronically poisonous, oh dear. Dragon hunting trophy would make an awesome decoration. Maybe, but I would have thought dragons are like most creatures. They just want to be left alone. Well, shape-shifting is such a cool power. I do like it. In this case, it's more shifter, where they just have one thing they can shift into. And there's an awful lot of sort of built-in just biological rules that make it difficult for a lot of them. Main character is a slight exception for various reasons, because, you know, main character. But he's sweet. His name is Tom. Tom is my sweet protagonist from the shifter story. Oh, agreed. I do agree, indeed. Yeah. I do love that story. It's a little, It's a quiet sort of fantasy story, but it's still a lot, sort of, body horror shape-shifting. Well, it's not really pleasant, but I don't think I go into too much detail, honestly. Yes, it's not, because usually it just happens so fast, and by that point they're used to it. It's still not very pleasant. I felt that. Oh, thank you, my lovely likes. It's so sweet of you. But yes, this is one that I thought of originally in my early 20s, when people are going through their sort of more edgy sort of era, I guess. And I suppose it's not even hugely edgy. It's just, yeah, it's a lot, maybe. It's probably my story that's made me feel the most physically ill, not because it's gory, but just because of the circumstances of what's going on. Yeah. It was originally going to be a trilogy, but then I thought that's too much. I just want it to be a standalone. But then I realized when I was trying to make it a standalone again, I'd made up a character for books 2 and 3 that I just absolutely adored. So I'm like, yeah, I got to bring him in, don't I? So I have to rewrite it with him. And there's just not enough space in one book to do him justice. So duology is fine if I can get it done. Ooh, so the shifting is less pleasant than snakes. That's horrifying. Well, at least for them it's less dangerous because it's just a part of who they are. It just... ugh. Yeah, it's... you know, your whole body, your cells are shifting and changing. It's unpleasant. Okay, we should probably keep moving on. Where am I? Here I am. Blue. Front of the dragon. Next creature. Creature 2. Next slide. Indeed. Oh, blue. Bit further over. There we go. So, creature 2. I lurk in bodies of water like swamps, creeks, and billabongs. If that gives a little bit of a clue of where this one's from. Mermaid? Ooh, we'll see. We have a mermaid guess. Water snakes. Water snakes. Kelpie. Ooh, let's have a look. Okay, let's see if I can pronounce this. In Yananjeri Dreaming, I am a water spirit that eats people who take more than their fair share of fish. Yes, I did look up videos to try to make sure I got Yananjeri correctly pronounced. And I hope I did it correctly. What is a billabong? Ooh, a billabong is a body of water generally referred to in Australia. And dreaming is sort of like Aboriginal spiritual folklore. Okay, that's a new word, indeed. It's the Nyaranjeri people around the Murray River in Australia. But I also believe this creature, you know, it's not restricted to this area. Oh wait, I know this. Okay, let's see how you do. Last clue. I used to terrify young patrons of the Big Banana, and my animatronic remains still dwell at the bottom of the lagoon. I think only an Australian would get that clue. And only one who has, in fact, been to the Big Banana in the 90s. Oh, Bunyip. Burrawonk. I think you guys might have gotten it. What's the fridge is that sentence? I'm going to have to admit defeat on this one. Well, I think you have managed to avoid being devoured again. I was sure this one would eat you. It's a bunyip! It's a bunyip. Hello, bunyip. This one, I believe, is called Bertha the Bunyip. And she's a statue at Murray Bridge. I haven't actually been there. The bunyip I know was at the Big Banana. And they used to have a monorail there. Oh, the Big Banana it's like a theme park, but quieter, I guess. An attraction of sorts. And yeah, we went there a few times when I was a kid, and they used to have a monorail. And we'd ride the monorail past the man-eating plants with the legs sticking out of the plants. I actually found them more scary than the bunyip. But then you went across the lagoon, and the animatronic bunyip comes out. It's like, and he was so cute. But yes, I believe he was decommissioned because they couldn't keep running him. But his remains are still at the bottom of the lagoon. So if you look up the Big Banana and bunyip, you should find a good picture of him. But this was the best bunyip picture I could find. I got it. You did. I can only think of Yokai Kappa. I did look at Kappas. Oh dear God, what is that? It's Bertha. Isn't she cute? The thing looks terrifying. I don't think I'll pet it. This is less pleasant than snakes. Okay, let's just have a quick look at... wrong button. Wrong button. I can do it. Bunyips. 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 Looking up. Bunyip. Bunyip. The bunyip is a water monster said to dwell in Australian waters. He is sometimes described as a ferocious predator, and other times as a gentle herbivore. He's been part of Aboriginal tradition for centuries, and he continues to be a favourite character in Australian fiction today. There are different depictions of this creature, including a large mammal and a scaly monster. Some people theorise that the bunyip sightings might have been a prehistoric mammal. I believe various versions of the bunyip exist in multiple different dreamings from different Aboriginal peoples across Australia. And there's just so many, different interpretations. And I think, yes, he has different names across everything, and it was the Europeans, I think, who just grouped everything together under the one term bunyip. Let me just look up the bunyip. Because I think Mickey got this specific term right as well. Yes, mulyawonk. That's what it's called in Nyaranjeri, the Nyaranjeri language. I was sure the bunyip was going to eat you. Oh, it looks so funny. Bunyip art is nuts, honestly. I know there's just so much variation. So much variation. I think in general it's aquatic. It's aquatic. I think it's most commonly seen as sort of like a large seal dog. And yes, eats people under various circumstances and various stories, but could also be gentle. I think she's cute. I would pet it. Also, it can be gentle. Maybe I'll pet it. Feels like an aquatic troll. Maybe. I think the original art of them looks weird, like dogs with flipper feet. I wouldn't want to be eaten by that specific bunyip simply because I do not want my death to be from something so goofy looking. I understand. I'm extremely happy not to be devoured, else I'd eat it from the inside out. Okay, let's move on. Move on from Bertha the bunyip. Bye-bye. Oh dear, if Bertha's not going to devour us, who's going to eat us? I was promised devouring. Okay, creature 3. I am a symbol of renewal. I'm a symbol of renewal. Has anyone got it yet? I'm a symbol of renewal. Ooh, imagine Calvin and Hobbes, but it's an Australian kid in their plush bunyip. I'd read it so eagerly. Oh, that's so cute. Phoenix. Butterfly. It could be any of these things. Let's have a look. I am an excellent companion on a frosty day. Joking. Phoenix. Oh, we're getting a lot of Phoenix guesses. Let's have a look. I am an excellent companion on a frosty day, assuming you aren't allergic to feathers. Phoenix. Ice Phoenix. Ooh, still Fireburb. Fireburb? Do we have a Fireburb? We have a Fireburb! Hello, lovely Phoenix. Oh, aren't you a sweetie? They are so lovely. Also appear in many different folklores, don't they? Let me just look up phoenix and see what this wiki says. Phoenix. Phoenix. Yeah. The phoenix is a mythical sacred firebird that can be found in mythologies of Greeks and Romans. The phoenix may have been inspired by a similar creature from Egyptian mythology called the Bennu. In later time periods, Christians used the phoenix as both an allegory of and proof for Christ's death and resurrection. Okay, if you say so. Oh dear. Appearance of the phoenix differs over time depending on the source. Eagle-like bird with red and gold feathers, or could have a crest similar to a peacock. Oh dear. Mythical bird, colourful plumage, lovely plumage. In one mythology it says there's only ever one phoenix alive at a time. It's a 500-year life cycle. Then consumed and reborn. Yay! Yay, Fireburb. Sweet Fireburb. Oh, sorry, just browsing this. Just trying to see if there's any powers besides fire that are generally accepted. It doesn't look like it. I think a lot of the modern takes on it just sort of add their own spins, which is fine. Fireburbs are nice. Ooh. Now imagine an ice witch with a phoenix familiar. Ooh. I don't think that would end well for the ice witch. Caw-caw. Caw-caw. Oh no. I'm thinking of something. Something probably from a silly TV show, but I can't think of what it is. That's okay. Many. It says there's just, by one mythology it says there's only one at a time, but yeah, I'm not sure. I think we can have more than one phoenix, don't you? This one I can't pet, it will burn me. Sadly, yes, we'd have difficulty petting phoenixes. Is that the plural? Phoenixes? Dragons would also be difficult, probably. See the bunyip letting us pet them. Just might be a little bit wet. Damp. I think so. Maybe a phoenix heart could grant rebirth after death. Oh dear. Oh, that's something that could work, but again, I don't really wish to be a phoenix slayer. Plus, wouldn't if we slayed the phoenix, wouldn't it just be reborn again instantly? It's a bit hard to remove its heart. I don't know, there's probably be some arcane way to pull that off. I'd still pet it. Hey, let's grab a pair of those oven-proof gloves and pat, pat, pat. Yay. Some description of them aren't on fire, so those ones can be petted. They might just be, well, they might not be on fire all the time. Yes, or maybe only parts of them are on fire, like Moltres Pokemon. Probably pat Moltres on the neck and that would be fine. Ooh, the flesh is weak, but the desire to pat the thing is stronger. Yeah, he's a sweetie. Let us progress. Progress. Creature 4. I'm not a dragon. Helpful. They're not a dragon. Okay, so you've already seen the dragon. I'm most certainly not a dragon. Okay, so a dragon. Well, we'll see. Any other guesses with these clues? You have any idea how little that narrows it down? A wyvern. Ooh, Kiryume, hello. Really feels like a dragon. Long, something a dragon would say. Kiddin. One more. May I just say once more on the record, I am most definitely not a dragon. Do we want to have one more guess? I think it has. It's popped up. It's popped up in the chat. I don't think you're getting eaten by this one. Oh dear, are we going to get eaten at all? Did I find that sound effect for nothing? Yeah, wyvern. Let's have a look. Wyvern. Hello, lovely wyvern. Wyvern or worm? Oh, Chilin, do you think? Yes, I have a particular liking for wyverns for various reasons. Oh dear, probably can't see the chat at all against that white background, can you? Sorry about that. Oh, look, a dragon. It's not a dragon. Look, it's a wyvern. It's got no arms. Wyverns have wings and legs, but no arms. They have 1, 2, 3, 4 limbs as opposed to dragon that has the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 limbs. This is such a lovely illustration. Looks like something from a children's book. Yes, I found most of these on Pixabay. And yes, I did spend a very long time, what's the term? Trudging, trolling, dredging, one of them. Yes, ma'am, that's a bat with genetic deformities. It's not. It's a beautiful wyvern. A beautiful wyvern. Yes, I do like wyverns because, yes, in my main magical project, we don't see magical creatures as such, but they are honoured by the use of their name in various ways, and the wyvern is one of them. Yes, we won't see them until a little bit later, but you'll see the wyvern a lot in the main magical project. All wyverns are dragons, but not all dragons are wyverns. I for some reason thought all wyverns were white. I hadn't heard that before. That's interesting. Well, anyway, Blue likes wyverns. I also thought wyverns had some relationship to libraries, but when I went, maybe it's just because of the bookworm thing. But when I went looking for that, I couldn't find it. That I thought for some reason wyverns were very much related to libraries and knowledge and stuff. Let me look up the wyvern page to see how they distinguish wyverns from dragons. Wyvern. The wyvern is a variant of dragon with only the pair of back legs and the wings. Wyverns are found gaping menacingly among the carved ornaments of many medieval buildings, writhing themselves around the title pages of early printed books. Oh, that might be why. That might be why I thought they were associated with libraries, and flying furiously towards nowhere in particular on the corners of the first somewhat speculative maps. That's a nice description of wyverns. Oh, these dreadful creatures were thought to pollute the earth over which they travelled. That's not good. In their wake the grass was marked and fungus grew. Oh no, with loathsome slime. Or distorted creatures spawned. I don't think the wyvern makes that happen. The wyverns are sweethearts. I think they're supposed to be a lot sort of faster, more agile than dragons, maybe. Whoa. Yeah, wyvern reserve where you can feed them some snacks like the Naradeers. Oh, that would be lovely. Do you have a wyvern in you? Potentially. I suppose that could be a thing. Blue hasn't thought too much about her, how most VTubers have some sort of animal-esque companion. I'd thought vaguely about, a miniature sort of owl of some sort, so that's where the feathers come from or something, but wyvern could work too. Wyverns are supposedly more naturalistic than dragons with 6 limbs. I see this. I know more fantasy authors prefer wyverns because they're built more realistically, like birds. Yes. Radioactive wyverns. We have radioactive wyverns now? Oh yes, with the polluting the earth and the nastiness. I hope not. When Blue has butterflies in her stomach, it's not a metaphor, it's a literal wyvern messing up her digestive system. Well, Al goes perfect with moon and library vibes. Well, I still have, as much time as I want to think about it. Because, when Blue does anything, she does it very slowly. But one time I might try to design a friend and see if I can commission someone to draw it. Or maybe that could be a fun stream one time. We can invent Blue's familiar. I guess it's the VTubers' familiars. Familiars, animal companion, something like that. Isn't Mume's like a paper bag? Yes, paper bag called Friend. It's adorable. The one zips her human skin and wyvern pops out. Not quite. Oh, I'd love to help with that. Oh, I will keep it in mind then. Maybe that can be a stream for not long after I come back from holiday. Wait, the littlest one would be a wyvern. Ooh, wyvern worm with a wyvern coming out of boots. Oh well, we can gather some wyverny or owlish or kitty was always on my mind because Blue loves kitties. But we can see. Let's not just lump everything together though. We can't just take wyvern's wings and slap them on a kitty and give it feathers. I don't think that will quite work. Not for Blue anyway. Where are we? Let us move on, because I think this white background is becoming a bit much. Blue, what are you doing? Here we are. Okay, creature 5. Answer this riddle and I'll tell you who I am. What goes on 4 feet in the morning, 2 feet at midday, and 3 feet in the evening? Sphinx. Sphinx. Yeah. Well, let's just have a look at the last cue. I know I said I'd tell you, but wouldn't you rather guess? Please take your time. I'll just bask here in the sun while you discuss my identity among yourselves. Sphinx, Sphinx, Sphinx. The man. That is the correct answer, I believe. Sphinx. Bed. Golem. Sphinx. I think the Sphinxes win out over Golem, sadly. I do love the Golem answer, though. Sphinx. Yes, I believe it is the Sphinx. Blue, they can't see. There we go. There we go. There we go. The Sphinx. Yay. I did try to find a slightly less stone-hewn version, but I was having some difficulty, so I just went with this version. We know what a Sphinx looks like. It's a lovely, lovely body of a lion with the head of a human. Oh, the answer is the Bedouin's riddle told in Swedish. Okay. Okay. So, Sphinx. Sphinx, Sphinx, Sphinx. I think I prefer to spell it with a Y for some reason. I don't think there's a real convention, but... Oh dear. How do I spell it generally? No, I probably spell it with an I. Let's see, why Greek and Egyptian creatures. That an IKEA joke. The Sphinx from Dragon Dogma 2 is the best. I think that might have popped up while I was doing some Sphinxy research. I think it did. Is that the Oh dear. No, I've lost it. I've lost it. That was a good one. I'm glad. Sphinx is a good one. I like Sphinx. The Sphinx is another one that will pop up in the main magical project. Not as itself, but sort of being honoured. I want to play that game. Ooh, Dragon Dogma 2. So, the Sphinx. It's a mythological creature from Greek mythology and ancient Egyptian sculptures. It has its origins in sculptured figures of Old Kingdom Egypt, to which the ancient Greeks applied their own name for a female monster, the Strangler, an archaic figure of Greek mythology. Similar creatures appeared throughout South and Southeast Asia, and the Sphinx enjoyed a major revival in European decorative art from the Renaissance onwards. The Sphinx was the emblem of the ancient city-state of Chios, and appeared on seals and the obverse sides of coins from 6th century BC until 3rd century AD. And the Sphinx's riddle. The Sphinx is said to have guarded the entrance to a certain area, often the Greek city of Thebes, and to have asked a riddle of travellers to obtain passage. Very much like riddles, the Sphinx. Ah, dearie me. Generally depicted as a winged lion with a woman's face or head. Occasionally, she was instead a woman with the paws, claws, and breasts of a lion, a serpent's tail, and eagle wings. Ah, I think I prefer it when it's just the body of the lion without the wings. Yeah, Sphinx is such a cool creature. I like it. I like it. I think I always, associated it with wisdom, but also ridiculous strength. I'm not sure if that's canon in the lore. Can there really be canon in lore when there's lore from so many different places? There can be multiple canons. Yay. Yay. I heard that the Sphinx originally had a lion's head and the human head was carved after. I've never heard that. That's cool. That's very interesting. Blue, move over here. Move over here. Let's keep moving on. Creature 6. Existed not in the folklore of ancient Greece, but the natural history. So, they believed this creature was real. Yeah, canon and mythology is a tough one. Mythology evolves, so it's kind of hard. Indeed. Dino. Ooh, we will see. We will see. Existed not in the folklore of ancient Greece, but the natural history. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Cyclops. Okay. I make a highly annoying hand puppet. Is anyone a Bluey fan? Anyone watches Bluey? Do you know what we're talking about? Huh? Yes, this one was difficult to find things that didn't make things totally obvious, so I had to go a little strange on this. I've seen some Bluey. Some Bluey, yes. Yes, this hand puppet appears in 2 Bluey episodes of the how many is it now? It's be at least 150 now. I do watch Bluey, but I don't know this episode. Okay, let's move on to the last one. Apparently I enjoy VTuber content. Did that do it? Might have been my grandma's Ancient Aliens group on Facebook as the source. Okay. Grandma's Ancient Aliens group. That's cool. That's really cool. Oh, unicorn. Unicorn. You're gonna be nommed. I can't think of anything. I think K.A. Yume might have saved you. A really rad dinosaur. Oh dear. Not trustworthy. Meg. Oh, you're not going to be eaten. One of you got it. One of you got it. Unicorn! Yay! We got the unicorn. I was so sure we were going to get eaten by the unicorn. It was going to be so funny. But I'm very glad you got it, K.A. Yume. Oh dear. No getting eaten by a unicorn today. Oh yeah, they're technically real, kind of. I don't know if... I'd like to think that they are real, as Blue likes to think these sort of things, but I think it was truly believed that unicorns existed. And so they weren't part of the mythology, they were part of the natural order sort of textbooks. Which is kind of cool. Who's the unicorn that likes VTubers? I think it's a specific type of VTuber or idol fan is known as a unicorn. The ones who must keep their Oshis pure to the exclusion of them collabing with, generally men or anyone else that these unicorns don't approve of, sort of thing. Oh, unicorns existed. I see. Yes. Rhinos fit the bill. I like rhinos. Rhinos are sweethearts. No, there's one-horned goats that happen from time to time. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Rhinos are real-life unicorns, as are narwhals. Plenty of real-life unicorns, just not quite the ones that were envisioned. Ooh, people who like GFE or BFE. Indeed. Heavy armored unicorns. Yes, unicorn tanks. Well, and there's an ancient woolly rhino species that had a massive single horn. Ooh, lovely. I love rhinos too. Yes, there's a zoo in Australia called Western Plains Zoo that went to a couple of times growing up, and I believe we'll probably be going there while we're on holiday coming up, probably. But yeah, they had these gorgeous black and white rhinos. And I just remember watching because the black rhinos were a fair bit smaller, and just remember watching them toddling around, and that was so adorable. And I think I got a rhino toy that time, so yes, I'm rather attached to rhinos. Oh, that's hilariously like the opposite of the unicorn in a sexual sense. Oh dear. Unicorns. What does Mythology Wiki say about unicorns? Probably just going to be loaded with big fan of virgins. Although a unicorn can technically be any one-horned animal, it is almost always that of a mythical horse-like beast with a horn protruding from its forehead. They appear in Roman bestiaries as well as several other mythologies. It's usually portrayed as a horned white horse, sometimes being a winged unicorn. I like Pegasi. Unicorns said to have healing powers, and drinking the blood of one can keep you alive when you're sick. Oh dear. They also believed to have other powers, which they do with their horns, spells or enchantments, can live forever or until killed. Unicorn horns can bring back the dead and clean polluted water. I remember hearing about the clean polluted water. Unicorn horns will feature prominently in my high fantasy when I eventually get to it. Oh, what sounds more reasonable? A horse with a horn, a unicorn, or a leopard camel with a 3-meter neck giraffe? Well, when you put it that way. We really got to pop out of this dream, have some exams to study for. Best of luck, don't get eaten. We'll do our best. I hope your exams go well, and I hope your stress levels aren't too high. Thank you for coming, Creative Fish. It was lovely to see you. Yes, unicorn horns in particular will feature in my high fantasy, and I believe we'll meet a few, actual unicorns eventually. There may be a quest involved. Must quest. Oh dear. People like unicorns, don't they? I used to have a poster of one up in my room. Had it for a very long time because blue generally doesn't change decor very much. So we don't get eaten. Well, we're doing quite well so far. We're doing quite well. I'm not sure the beasts will eat, sadly. I like unicorns. They are darlings. They are darlings. I do like it sort of when I think I saw a few years ago some unicorn designs sort of making unicorns more specialized for different biomes and environments. And so, the sort of sturdier, smaller, hairier sort of mountain unicorns, and the more foresty unicorns, and the open plains ones. They're all, different sizes and strengths and features. And I really like that. I think I prefer different varieties of unicorn as opposed to all just white horse with horn. So I think I was going in that direction with my high fantasy. There'll be a few different types of unicorns. Ooh. Can't go to sleep in stomach acid. Indeed, that will not be pleasant. Pegasuses are nice too. I do like them a lot. I do. It's flying horse. What's not to like? I love how Persona references unicorns as expressionless beasts, and then we have bicorns, the dirty two-horned beast. Okay. Ooh. I do need to play more Persona. I'm a huge fan of Persona 5, but I've still mostly just watched people play, and I do want to play it at one point. I think I've started once, but I think I'd have to start again, as it's been a while. But I am very interested in Persona 3 as well. Well, isn't Pegasus just one individual winged horse born from Medusa's severed head? I think that's a folklore there, yes. But I think Pegasi have been adopted as a general, we want to use this creature in our fantasies. Because I would like to use that creature in my fantasies. Let's move on. Creature 7. Now on 7 of 10. We'll see how we go. Okay, Creature 7. China Miéville wrote a book about me. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing the author's surname correctly. I did read this book. I read it on the recommendation of a friend. And it is seriously twisted, and that's coming from me. It's a good book. I don't know who that is. He is, I believe, a British author, and I believe his niche is generally just known as weird fantasy. He's a weird fantasy and urban fantasy writer. Okay, let's move on. I give the best, if slightly damp and slimy, cuddles. Yay! We all love to pet and cuddle magical creatures, and this one gives the best ones. The best cuddles. Any thoughts? Any thoughts? Slime. Ooh, a slime. That's a good guess. Let's see what the last clue is. Captain Jack Sparrow was delicious. Did that do it? Blob? Ooh, blob. Swamp monster. Also good. Kraken. Kraken! Kraken. Kraken! Yay! Yes, it seems we are not getting devoured by the Kraken today. Move it, Blue. Kraken! He's a sweetie. He's a sweetie, isn't he? Kraken. There was, It was actually really hard to find good art on Pixabay of fantasy creatures because almost everything was AI generated, and I didn't want to get anything AI generated, so this was not labeled as AI generated, so I hope all the ones I picked weren't sneaked in there without being labeled. But yeah, because I'd originally found a really adorable, even smaller Kraken than this one, with, you know, the great big eyes and the tiny little tentacles, but then I saw it was AI generated, and so it was like, nah. Oh, this is a cute Kraken. He is. He's cutie. Is that an AI generated image? I hope it's not. It wasn't labeled as such, whereas a bunch of others were. It's like AR, to be honest. I'm sorry if it is. I'm sorry. I was doing my best to avoid AI generated art. There were so many pictures of the dragons and the unicorns and everything. They were just all AI generated, so I was just scrolling through no, and eventually found them. If this one was mislabeled, I'm so sorry, but this one was not labeled as AI art. Oh dear. But again, my apologies if this one sneaked through. I was doing my best to avoid it. 9 tentacles. Oh dear. I suppose there could also be more hidden behind it, because I think Krakens aren't limited to 8, are they? Because Kraken's a giant squid, and I think the squids can have many more. I guess it's just the future, whether you like it or not. Maybe. Once again, you can only do your best. Thanks. It is frustrating. I spent a really, really long time trying to find pictures that were not AI. Bleg. But yes, I'm sorry if this one slipped through, and I hope the rest of them are indeed genuine and were, you know. I'm hoping most people are being considerate and labeling their AI art correctly. Hopeful of that. The Kraken is another one that will pop up, its name being honoured in the main magical project. I think I got I got the 5 main ones are all in here. That's probably had something to do with how I chose these creatures. Yeah, 5 of them. 5 of them are being honoured in the main magical project. Oh dear, let's just have a look at Kraken. Kraken! Oh, AI generated videos are already winning animation contests. Oh, that's awful. And I know, what is it? Literary agent inboxes are just being flooded by AI generated novels, from what I've seen. I mean, maybe it's I don't know, maybe people are, what's the word? The word is not coming to me. I'm a library and the word is not coming to me. Not overstated, but oversaying it, or maybe. It's a really simple word and I can't think of it. Oh dear. But no, I would not doubt that happening. And that'll make it even harder for people who write good stories, who want to be traditionally published, to be found. As you know, anyone can write a story now that AI can do it. Except AI can't do it very well, can they? We need to take down AI. Yeah, it's bleh. It is not a happy thing. It's just, the creative industry is just being mauled. Okay, the Kraken. Legendary sea monsters of gargantuan size, said to have dwelt off the coasts of Norway and Iceland. The sheer size and fearsome appearance attributed to the beasts have made them common ocean-dwelling monsters in various fictional works. The name Kraken originates from the Old Norse word kraki. These huge, multi-armed creatures would attack ships by wrapping their arms around their hulls to capsize them, so cuddling them, yay! And sometimes by thrusting their tentacles down with such velocity as to snap the large ships in half. Oh, goodness me. Such attacks would often result in the crew drowning or being eaten by the monster. Well, we're not being eaten by a Kraken today, are we? We escaped. AI can't write anything good or of substance, indeed. We're going to miss the times when AI generated fiction were all absurd comedies, indeed. Elfie panics over AI. I've seen images of Kraken Islands. Ooh. Oh dear, sweet Krakens. Where else have Krakens appeared? Well, I say lately. Pirates of the Caribbean was a while ago now, wasn't it? It's still fun. Though I like the first one the best. 2 and 3 were pretty good. I despised 4. I couldn't stand 4. And I didn't see the last one because I still had a bad taste in my mouth from 4. Ah, dearie me. Let us continue. Creature 8, so only 3 more left. 3 more left. Reaper, I do believe you need a soul to write a masterpiece, indeed. Indeed, it's worrying, isn't it? I mean, we can hope that most people will still gravitate towards the properly, well-written, actual original work. We hope that people will be able to see that, but just, more and more it seems people prefer quantity over quality. And AI sure can pump them out, can't they? Oh dear. Blue is getting morose. Let's stop being morose. Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean 1 is the best one, indeed. I mean, companies will try to shove AI trash in our face, but it's all going to be trash. Indeed. Ognik, I forgot what it's called in English. Ooh, for this one, yes. I'm another fire-related fantasy creature. There's a lot of us. Yeah, there should be strict laws on AI image, videos, and literature generation usage. There should be. Oh, Blue, come down a little. Strict laws on so many sort of, technology-related things, but just laws have not kept up with technology. It's just they haven't kept up with technology, and that's dangerous. Fire. Elemental, Chimera. Ooh, let's move to the next one. According to fairy legend, I was the first creature to teach humans how to make fire. First creature to teach humans how to make fire. Do we know? So we've had Ognik, we've had Elemental, we've had Chimera. I feel like I should know this. Imagine USA started to regulate AI thanks to the new Mission Impossible movie. Oh, if it works. Is it Chinese dragons? Oh, we will see. Let's move on to the last one. Was I born from flame, or was I just sleeping in that log you're burning right now? Have we got it? I'll tell you now, it might be a little embarrassing if we get eaten by this guy. Is chin associated with fire? I don't know. Salamander. I feel like I have to know this. Fire salamander. We have a fire salamander. And sorry, chat on white background again. I didn't think about that. Oh dear. Maybe I should have just found another background to put behind this, but I just didn't think of that. Sorry. Next time. Oh yeah, I know them. This is another one of the creatures honoured in Main Magical Project. Again, does not appear themselves, but are honoured. Yay, I saved a soul. Well done, Elfie. Yeah, I should have known that long. So we only have 2 more chances to get eaten. Oh, goodness me. Did I make it too easy? No, I don't think I made it too easy. I think you guys are just clever. I love these little creatures. They are so cute. Just little flaming salamander. They're so lovely. And, probably burn a hole through your hand if you tried to actually hold them. But let's see. Let's just have a quick look at salamanders. Salamander. I think there's a fire salamander in Frozen 2. There is. The small one is a big Frozen fan. I believe I heard Frozen described as crack for kids, and they're not wrong. It's it's been a while since she's watched it. I guess I'm trying to reduce the television time because she is, she's not an iPad kid at least, but she does like TV a lot. But yes, the little tiny salamander, fire salamander in Frozen 2, I started just calling it Baby. And so, yeah, the small one now just calls it Baby. Ooh, fun fact. Axolotl can transition into salamanders by interacting with salamander goo. Goodness me, Pokemon evolutions don't in real life. That's really cool. That is really cool. I've never heard of that. That's yeah, that's another thing anyone who wishes to create creatures should maybe keep in mind. That's awesome. So, salamander is an amphibian. Ooh, and which, as with many real cultures, has often been ascribed fantastic or sometimes occult qualities by pre-modern authors. The legendary salamander is often depicted as a standard salamander in shape, with a lizard-like form, but is usually ascribed an affinity with fire, sometimes specifically elemental fire. Salamanders said to able to both create and put out flames, in some cases born of fire themselves and are considered fire spirits. However, in other stories they are merely fire resistant. And yes, here we are, fairy legends, salamanders credited with having taught the first humans how to make fire. Oh dear. Potential origin. Most likely basis for this myth, with real-life salamanders known to hibernate in logs and then picked up and used to fuel fires. And as a result of being tossed in a roaring inferno, they would wake up and scamper out of the fire. Poor babies. Due to their cool and damp skin, often able to survive the escape from the flames. Wonderful. I'm glad. I'm glad most of them survived. Axolotls can become salamanders if they're exposed to enough air. It's very painful for them, though. Traumatic. More shape-shifting. Oh dear. I thought it would be unpleasant. I thought it would. Okay. 2 creatures left. Can we escape undevoured? Okay, creature 9. I am king of the birds and the beasts. Any guesses from that? I am king of the birds and the beasts. Oh dear. Big stretch. Oh dear. Sorry, I think that's my first yawn. Waggle? A waggle? Eagle. Eagle. Maybe eagle. A rock. These are good guesses. Rocks. I do like rocks. Need to think about them more. I think the only fantasy stories I've read rocks in are the Shannara series. I suppose that just shows I'm not nearly as widely read as a library should be. I want to say dragon again. Sorry, I was AFK. Welcome back. Hello, hello. We are somehow still undevoured because, well, not somehow. You guys are just much better at this than I am. Blue, you're too high. Come down. There we go. So, creature 9, I'm king of the birds and the beasts. You don't need any more clues, do you? You don't, do you? You're all very good at this. So I'm king of the birds and the beasts, and a slightly haughty, you don't need any more clues, do you? I need more. Okay. When I rip you to shreds, which would you prefer, the beak, the talon, or the claws? Lion? Lion? When I rip you to shreds, which would you prefer, the beak, the talons, or the claws? Griffith. Griffin. Griffin. Griffin? Terrasque? 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 Oh, Chimera? Chimera? Oh dear. I haven't been going by consensus, have I? I've been saying so long as someone gets it, we live. If we've been going by consensus, we may not have survived, but next time we'll go by consensus and do a poll or something. I'd considered doing polls, but I thought maybe it's a little silly doing polls when there's, only 10 or so people hanging around. I did not mean that to sound putting down anyone, and I'm sorry if that did. It is wonderful that you are here, and I appreciate you so much. But yes, I think polls tend to work better with more people, so easier to just chat. Okay, just start killing me from the lifer. It's not silly if it works and it's fun. Okay, maybe next time for something. Or I think I know how to do it now. But, yes. Are we living? Are we surviving? We have survived. It's a griffin. It's a griffin. Well, maybe a little silly, but fun, and it works nonetheless. Indeed. So maybe next time. Oh, 9 likes. Thank you so much. Ooh, I'd rather wait for sleep deprivation. Oh dear. Yay, we got the griffin. Hello, lovely griffin. I like griffins. Griffins are sweethearts. I would be devoured instantly by any of these creatures, wouldn't I? I'm just going up to them saying, "Oh, you're such a sweetheart," and I would be dead very quickly. The griffin looks a bit goofy, to be honest. Yeah, it's got that sort of, the look. That look. I mean, I still probably, if I wasn't being silly, you're a sweetheart sort of thing, I probably wouldn't approach too closely, but I just feel like this griffin should have its head cocked slightly more to the side. More like a, huh? Ooh, I would too. We can all be devoured together. Or not, in this case. Don't let Blue go to Sue's. Well, I think I'm probably going to wind up at one in the next 2 or 3 weeks. And, yeah. It's okay. I'm sure the small one will protect me. I'm sure she is infinitely more sensible than Blue. It's got the disappointed cat face. Oh. Yes, I see that. Oh, dearie me. Griffins. Let's look up the griffin. Griffin. Ah, here we are. The griffin is a legendary creature from Egyptian, Mesopotamian, Persian, Minoan, Greek, and Roman mythology that has the body of a lion and the head and wings of an eagle. Since the lion was considered king of the beasts and the eagle the king of the air, the griffin was thought to be an especially powerful and majestic creature with both royal and divine associations. Okay. It has an ego. We figured that out. Okay, the judging cat face. Ah, yes. Yes, I see. We are being judged by the griffin. And we've been judged well enough that we will not be eaten, which is something. I was sure if any of the creatures would get us, it would be the griffin. But you got it. Griffin falconeering. Ooh, that's good. I like that. Oh, we're just training the little tiny cub chicks or chick cubs, whichever one would go with. Oh, it should be so cute. But I'm not sure how well I want a full-grown griffin landing on my forearm, so we may have to have a sort of a stand-in for that. And it probably wouldn't be able to travel around much doing it. I think there'd have to be sort of a central location where the griffin falconeering was done. Oh wow, and if there was just a part of town where that guild was, and just always seeing griffins taking off and coming back in. Oh dear. For hunting? Do you reckon they could also do messages and stuff, like pigeons? Carrier griffins? Oh, going back to fire salamanders, imagine a race of water elemental axolotl scholars that could choose to light themselves on fire to become a proud warrior fire mage brawler. One-day ticket, though. Oh dear. Sort of kamikaze style. Oh dear. One left, right. That's right, there's one more left. One more left. Ride the griffin instead of it landing on your arm. Ooh, griffin riding. I think that would take an awful lot of training and mutual trust. Imagine, yes, it'd take a very, very long time, I'd think, to train a griffin. Ooh, griffins would be in... Oh, wait, how would griffins taste? Chicken or lion? It'd depend on which part you were eating, wouldn't it? Different cuts of the griffin. Oh dear. I wonder if there's an image along those lines, the way they have the images of the cows with the different cuts. Griffin cuts? Oh dear. That's getting a bit unpleasant. It's back to the dragon meat as well. Oh, griffins would be an interesting romantic ride. They would be. They would be. I'm still just imagining, trying to... Where would we sit? I think there would have to be some sort of particularly broad saddle that you just have to sit cross-legged on, because I don't think our legs are going to fit around that neck. And even if they did, that would be incredibly uncomfortable with the wings beating up and down, wouldn't it? Oh, I doubt eagles taste good. Or lions, for that matter. I tend to agree with you, Reaper. I do. I don't... Somehow I think it's more likely to raise dragons for meat than griffins for some reason. Oh, you'd sit on the head. It would have to be a very, very big griffin, wouldn't it? Or I suppose we could be a very, very little person. That could work too. I imagine a griffin would be pretty hard to eat, as it's a predator and a flying animal. Its meat would be mostly muscle, would be like chewing a tire, I imagine. Probably. How does lion taste? I haven't tried it. I'm not altogether particularly eager to try and find out what lions taste like. It's not something on my bucket list, if Blue had a bucket list. Blue should probably make a bucket list one day. Nah. Oh, well, even if Blue had a bucket list, eating a lion would not be on it. No, just impossible to ride, indeed. Griffin ramen broth. Oh dear. Oh dear. Cora says it's leaner and richer than beef and slightly gamey. Less so than venison, but otherwise fairly similar to beef. I'm Googling how lions taste. Oh no. Oh no. I suppose if we got in that situation, if we were in a fantasy world with a large number of domesticated griffins, in the line of horses, like loyal companions, part of the family, we love them, but we were in a time of famine, I suppose then we might eat the griffins. I don't want to eat the griffins. Oh dear, just see... you'd just be bawling your eyes out eating the griffin. Oh no. I don't feel good, bye-bye. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry you're not feeling good now. Yeah. Yep. We should probably move on from this particular line of discussion. Yeah, interesting, but can't trust Cora. Yeah. Bye, Mickey. Get well soon. Indeed, indeed. Okay. I saw the image of a grilled lion. Oh dear. Maybe you shouldn't have looked that up. Oh, look. It looks like Blue has wings. That's nice. Blue has wings now. Oh, Mickey, hopefully you feel better soon. Indeed. Sorry, Blue's just enjoying the novelty of having wings. Okay, last creature. Last creature. Last creature. Oh, down you come, Blue. No more wings. Okay, creature 10. I am a shapeshifter and a trickster. Blue became fallen angel. Yay, I'd be a terrible angel. That is why I fell, I guess. Yes, creature 10. I am a shapeshifter and a trickster. Kitsune. It's a good guess. Oh, any other thoughts? Tanuki? Kitsune, Tanuki. See, Tanuki. Let's see. Wait, I know this. Kitsune. Next one. There's a Pokemon modelled after me. Do we know Pokemon well? I believe this one's in the original 150. Kitsune, Loki. Ooh, Kitsune, Kitsune. And I am very old and wise and powerful. Count my tails if you don't believe me. There we go. There we go. Goodness me. Yeah, 9 tails. I believe we survived our zoo visit. We survived our zoo visit. QB. Is that Cubert? It's a Pokemon that's a literal garbage bag with eyes. Oh dear. There is Kitsune or Double Gun. Never mind Tails. You Kitsune. Yes, yes. Kitsune. Yay, Kitsune. Ah dear. Do like Kitsune. They are lovely things. They are lovely things. Let's just have a quick look at the Kitsune mythology wiki. Where are you? Quick look. Kitsune. Here we go. Kitsune, in literal sense, is the Japanese word for fox. Foxes are a common subject of Japanese folklore. In English, kitsune refers to them in this context, indeed. Stories depict legendary foxes as intelligent beings possessing paranormal abilities that increase with their age and wisdom. Ooh, according to yokai folklore, all foxes have the ability to shapeshift into human form. That's cool. Oh, some folktales speak of kitsune employing the ability to trick others, as foxes in folklore often do. Other stories portray them as faithful guardians, friends, lovers, and wives. Ah, dear. Oh, where are we? Where are we? The more tails a kitsune has, and they have as many as 9, the older, wiser, and more powerful it is. Ah, dear. Conversely, foxes are often seen as witch animals, especially during the superstitious Edo period, and they were thought of as goblins who could not be trusted, similar to some badgers and cats. Well, I trust a lot of cats. I'm not sure about badgers. Not sure about badgers. Oh dear. Most tales of kitsune are about foxes punishing wicked priests, greedy merchants, and boastful drunkards. They do this by confusing their targets by creating phantom sounds and sights, stealing from them, or otherwise humiliating them publicly through trickery or even possession. Oh dear, often have powerful magic, especially known for their charm abilities, illusion, possession, and mind manipulation. And sometimes associated with fire, yes. Well, anybody interested in sad romance stories should read the myth of Tamamizu. I don't know the myth of Tamamizu. I imagine it's not in my book of children's Japanese folk tales. Imagine what a fox must have done at one point to be called a goblin, indeed. There's also the Chinese and Korean huli jingle and gumyo. Gumyo? Huli jin. Okay. Yes, I think a lot of I think it tends to be Chinese mythology sort of inspiring a lot of Korean and Japanese mythology. I think that's generally the way it went. Apologies if I'm incorrect there. But I thought that's the way things tended to go most of the time. Oh, dearie me. A kitsune who fell in love with a human woman but was too shy to confess, so decided instead to turn to a woman, become a gal pal, and bottle up their love forever. Oh no. Oh no. That is very sad. I mean, at least they got to be together, but still not quite the being together. Oh dear. Oh dear. Sadness. Okay. Let me gather myself here. Overly Sarcastic Studios have animated that story. Oh dear, did they not do it justice? That's not good. Okay. In their game special. Ooh. Oh, Overly Sarcastic Studios, is that the name of the studios? I'm sorry. I misunderstood that. Okay, I am going to attempt to make a jump. I'm going to jump scenes, and hopefully this will work. Give me a second, sorry. Scene jumping. Did it work? It worked! Yay! Sorry, I've got a bit more going on here than I do in most streams, so I'm just waiting for Blue to mess it up. Just gonna have a quick drink of water, sorry. overly sarcastic productions. Okay. Okay. I don't know, Blue just took that way too literally. Sorry. Okay. So, considering we are still alive and were not, in fact, devoured, even once, by any of our mythical not-so-zoo creatures, we now have an opportunity to attempt to make some creatures of our own. Look at that, the blue box is back. Yes, I just changed. I don't always use this, what's the term? The gaming overlay. Sometimes I prefer to have the full screen, which, you know, doesn't always make chat easy, sorry, but yes, we have our blue box now. We have our blue box now. It does make it a little easier to see. Oh dear. So, given we're still alive, we can try to build our own creature. Blue box, yay. Indeed. So we can have a quick look at this species generator. I had another one open too, but I think this one's better. I'll just close that one. And we can have a bit of a look at this and see what it spits out, but it'll probably be more fun to build a creature ourselves and then have poor Blue attempts to draw it. So we'd have a quick look at this, but then if we'd prefer, we can just jump over to a Word document and build a creature, and then jump over to paint and see what Blue could do with it. Blue is dreading the paint. Oh, well. I should not dread it. It will at least be amusing. Oh, species generated. This is on a site called rangen.co.uk. So, populate your world with these weird and wonderful creatures. Familiar uses recognizable animal traits. Oh, that's the different types here, I guess. Unique uses random descriptive traits. Hybrid uses both. Use forms to determine the rough shape or how many limbs your creature has or doesn't have. This option overrides the amount of legs a creature would normally have depending on its class. Blah, 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 blah. Class determines the traits the creatures have. Number of young will determine how many a creature can have during its breeding period. Okay. I could do a redraw if you're okay with it. You go for it. You go for it. No, whatever Blue creates will be laughable. And Blue will probably do a lot of laughing. Oh dear. Do you have a tablet or a mouse? I have a mouse. Yes, I believe I have an ancient drawing tablet somewhere that I inherited from a sibling. But every time I've tried to plug it in, I haven't been able to get it working. So, yes, if drawing turns out to be something we enjoy doing a bit of, just for laughs, I'll try to invest in something better. Oh no. Yes, I know it's oh no. I know. But it may be funny. It may be funny. But, you know, even if Blue had a tablet, Blue is not much of an artist. Blue used to try drawing anime-ish style a fair amount in high school because that's when, you know, she got into anime and manga, and most people, I imagine, who get into anime and manga try their hand at drawing it at one point. And, you know, I wasn't absolutely abysmal, but I didn't put nearly enough work in to get particularly good. And I haven't actually drawn properly in years and years and years. So when the small one wants me to draw with her, I just get this sort of moment of panic, like, how draw? How draw? Not oh no, just oh. Okay, let us try this. So, for the type, should we go familiar, so using sort of aspects from animals that exist, unique, when they just sort of invent everything, or hybrid, using both? Sorry, typos. That's all good. Typos are the enemy of us all. I'd be tempted to go hybrid, just to start with. Oh, the size. Tiny, small, medium, large, very large, massive, or colossal? Do we have any votes for size? Sorry, I think I need to wait a little bit longer. I think we've got an unfortunate little bit of delay going on here. Ooh, funny Polish fun fact to soften up the paint phantom. We used to call computer mice a manipulator. Oh, give me a sec, sorry. Stolokulo Tukloksny. A table sphere rolling manipulator. That's a very sensible name, really. I got into drawing manga at 7 years old. Ooh, lovely. Been doing it for a long time then. No, maybe one time when Blue's feeling brave, we can go through some of her old sketchbooks. It'd be embarrassing, but it could be fun. As big as possible. Okay. Sorry, I was AFK again, but I got dinner. Yay, dinner! Oh, Blue's getting hungry. Blue will need to have lunch as soon as the stream is finished. But Blue's not entirely looking forward to the stream finishing because, number one, I like streaming with you. Number two, I have a massive pile of washing up to do. Which I should probably do before I collect the small one. It's just, I did a lot of kitchen rearranging yesterday and somehow it produced a ridiculous amount of washing up. I hope you enjoy your dinner. Creature size. Colossal then, as big as we can go. Big friend. I wanted to grab my Ben & Jerry's, but I shouldn't. The ice cream is so tempting, isn't it? Okay, so I don't really want to go humanoid form. I think I would prefer... Tauric bird, fish. Fish might be a lot for Blue, particularly a fish of a colossal size. So let's just go with a great big fish. I don't want to draw a fish. Oh, any thoughts for form? You just go random, or do you want to pick a number of legs? I'll give you time. Yes, I think there's a bit of delay that's happened, more than usual. Sorry about that. Oh dear, I'm just gonna do this. You can't see what I'm doing, but hopefully it'll help Blue. Here we go. 4 legs. Wait, what are we doing? We are making a creature. Oh, 4 legs, legless. Okay, okay. Should Blue attempt doing a poll? Blue will attempt a poll. Okay. Engage with audience. Start a poll. How many legs? Yes, I'll scroll down a bit in a sec. I'm so sorry. How many legs? 4. 0. Well, 6 would be interesting. 4 probably make the most sense though. Well, we'll add 6 as an option too. So, start poll. Is this going to work? How many legs? 406. We'll just let that run for a bit. Oh, I'd go to bed at 4 a.m. Yes, it'll be 4 for you soon. Sorry. We'll just give this a quick go. A quick go. Ah, wrong page. Wrong page. I need to scroll down. Scroll down. There we go. There we go. Aren't we having fun using poll for the first time? 17 minutes left. Sorry. Ah. Sorry. Doopy doopy doo. Have 5 votes and it's currently tied. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Anyone else gonna vote? Gonna vote, gonna vote, gonna vote, vote, vote. Gonna vote, gonna vote. I'll vote. I'll end the poll as soon as one of them takes the lead. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Well, I have lectures at 1 p.m, so maybe I'll get some sleep. That's good. That's good. We're either 4 or 6, but they're both at 40%. Does anyone else want to throw a vote in there? I'd give in to 0 legs. No, zero's only on 20%. So I don't think Blue can vote, can she? Or did Blue accidentally vote already? I don't know. Okay, hold on. I know how to solve this. End poll. 4 was 40%. 6 was 40%. Then cheerleading for 6. Okay, here's what we do. I've got Thump the Frog here. Thump the Frog makes this sound when I drop it on my desk. So I'm going to flip the frog. Shiny upper side is 4, underside is 6. Ready to flip? So underside is 6, top is 4. Flip! I forget which one it was. No, the shiny top was 4, wasn't it? So it's 4. It's 4. 4 legs. 4 legs. Sorry. 4 legs. 4 legs. And class... mammal, avian, fish, reptile, amphibian, vertebrate. Let's go amphibian for fun. No. Thump is fine. Thump is not in pain. Thump is fine. Let's see what it gives us. The Phleris. A colossal hybrid quadrupedal amphibian with a smooth head, 2 large blue eyes, pointed ears, no visible nose, and a camel-like mouth. Goodness me. Oh. What if we got to see the frog while it flipped? I'll figure out hand cams one day, but it is not this day. It has a stocky neck and its shoulders are rounded. It has a long, flat torso. It has 2 short, weak forelegs that end in large hands, 2 human hind legs that end in canine paws, and a slender tail. This is intense. The Phleris's body is covered with thin skin beneath very thin mucus. It is mostly beige, with cream diamonds, with purple sections and off-white highlights, with its lower body is sandy yellow with cream swirls. Oh dear. Camel mouth is just a circle with a line. Okay. Okay, blue is scared. Blue is scared. Okay, let's, should we just stick with the Phleris for now? The Phleris. I'll just... Oh. Phleris stats. 68 feet. Goodness me. Average lifespan 31 years. Maturity at 12 years. Breeding age at 3 years. Oh dear. Number of young. 19 every year. This is a Phleris. Oh dear. It's a plague of Phleris. A plague of 20-meter tall amphibians. Population plentiful, clearly. Temperament violent. Oh no. What have we created? What have we created? Died as lizards. Family life. Competition between males is often deadly. The winning male earns breeding rights. Loser often dies. Phleris is left to fend for itself at birth. Oh, goodness me. General, they can see infrared light, excellent swimmers, survive unaided in sub-zero temperatures, communicate using infrasound. Females are generally larger. Oh, goodness me. We finally found it. What eats dragons? Yeah, this Phleris is intense. If we're playing with camps, it'd be fun to see you wearing the hat with the feathers being detachable and usable for writing. That would be cool. That would be cool. I think I would need to get an updated model for that to happen. We've created a monster. Indeed. I'm just gonna copy this. Move up, please. Please. You're not moving up anymore. Let's try it this way. That's better. No. Yes. No. There we go. Highlighting is the bane of my existence. Okay, I've just copied it into a Word document. So we can at least hang on to it. Ooh, I think the generator did, to be honest. Indeed. Indeed. Okay, okay. So are we happy to just go with the Phleris, or would we prefer to invent one ourselves at this point? I think, yeah, let's just use this one so we can all have a good laugh at Blue trying to draw with a mouse in paint. Okay, let's see if I can do this. I set this up, so hopefully it'll work. Give me a moment, sorry. I'd rather invent our own thing. That would probably be more fun. Okay, so I'm sorry if you have to go to bed before we finish pulling things together, Elfie. But yes, probably would be more fun. I just wanted to have a quick look at the generators, but here we go. Hold on. Let's go into a Word document then. Okay, Word document. It worked! Hooray! There we go. So I put all the Phleris stuff is up here. Okay, so do people just want to start throwing things out in the chat? Oh. Ah, no, down. Chat creature. Chat creature. Ah, dear. I want you to be in a larger font so you're easier to read. I'll watch the VOD in 2 hours when I wake up. Oh dear. I'm so sorry, Elfie. I'll eventually stop apologizing too, because yeah, that's gonna get annoying eventually, if it hasn't already. Okay. Chat creature. Chat creature. What is the chat's thoughts for our creature that we are going to have to watch Blue draw? Don't make it too horrendous for me. And we'll just do this as a, yes and. As in, we don't say no, we only say yes and. So, I suppose there's some things Blue might put her foot down for, but I won't know what those are until big amphibian. Big amphibian. Okay, next thoughts. Well, we'll figure out how big soon. Ooh, I vote on our creature to have an odd-toed, ungulate feet. So think of something like a hoof, but with 3 toes and 1 behind, but up high. Ooh, okay. So it's called odd-toed, ungulate feet, like a hoof. 3 toes, 1 behind, but up high. Okay, that's going to be fun to draw. Okay, so big amphibian of a human size. Not quite 20 meters. Okay. 6 sucks. 6. Suix. For goodness sake. 6 legs. Oh, there once was this interesting creature in Polish folklore, the Pomornik. Giant wolverine-like nocturnal monster with shining red eyes, hunting lost farm animals and maybe humans. Do we want to take any inspiration from that? What do you want from that folklore in our large amphibian with interesting toes and 6 legs? Oh dear. I'm seeing it sort of human size, but over on the 6 legs like a lizard. Well, should we take the nocturnal and the shining red eyes? External gills. So everything caps lock Blue. Nocturnal red eyes. External gills. Does that mean they sort of stick out at the side? Like sort of, they look fin-like and they sort of wave in the water. Is that the way it is, or is Blue barking up the wrong tree there? Okay, so big amphibian of a human-sized, odd-toed, ungulate feet, 6 legs, nocturnal red eyes, external gills. Ooh, okay. Okay, I think I'm seeing how we draw that, kind of. I suppose we don't need to know a huge amount about its lifestyle as such, but it may help us figure out more about what it looks like. Okay, so if it's amphibian and it's nocturnal, I'm guessing it would be fairly dark in color. Oh, it feels very ambush predator type, something like an alligator, so sleek maybe. Ooh, so mixing an alligator sort of stuff with a stop. Okay, there we go. Alligator. Alligator-like. Ooh, ambush predator. Sleek. Human teeth. What can we eat with human teeth? Human teeth. I suppose we could always use claws to kill and then munch, munch, munch. Camouflages in the sand at the bottom of lakes. Ooh. So we're seeming freshwater at the moment. No, it's so cursed now. Well, I'm liking the sound of it, and if it was drawn by a good artist, I'm sure it would look wonderful. But I don't think it's going to look very good drawn by Blue. So what are we thinking for head shape, sort of? Are we just thinking sort of salamander, lizard-like, the sort of diamondish shape there? And If it's an ambush predator, but it's not the teeth that does it, maybe it's got some sort of poison barb or something. Oh, curls into a ball. Cutie! When threatened. Okay. So make the head amphibian flat looking. Not hashtag. 3. Round head, flat face. Okay. We'll see what we do. So does it hunt with tools? Yes, I was wondering about what it uses if it doesn't use its teeth. So I was wondering about a poison barb or something. A massive wide head that it uses to bludgeon the prey. Oh, okay. So kind of use it as a flail or a mace. Horns. Horns. I'm seeing like a few prickly sort of ones, like on the side maybe. It flops on top of enemies. And prey. So I imagine it could either, bludgeon or smother with head. Goodness me. Oh, sorry, I missed that. Human teeth are actually very versatile, useful for both meat eater and plant eater. Not that much for a predator, but that's because we hunt with tools. Indeed, indeed. The horns are used for hunting. I can see if it sort of sweeps its head from side to side, it can sort of impale things, maybe. Oh, goodness me. Do we have much of a tail? Is there a... Oh, wow, 12 likes. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. Do we have any thoughts for tail, or the tail is just sort of meh? I kind of want to give it a tail, given the alligator, lizard, amphibian sort of thing. Abusing size to just lay on top of prey. This gets caught off guard pretty much. Yeah, I'm seeing that. Maybe the horns come out like a spiky Kirby enemy. Ooh, poison horns and long tail. Okay. Long tail. Horns. Oh, is poisonous or venomous the correct term when it's horns? I can't remember. I think it's poisonous. If it's spelling anything correctly right now. Tail have fins. Venom, okay. Horns, venomous. Poisonous when eaten. Thank you. I knew there was a distinction. I'd just forgotten completely what it was. Thank you so much. Thank you. Venom if it doesn't last. Okay. Okay. It's, okay. So... amphibian-like and nocturnal, thwumps on enemies to destroy them. Poisonous horns. Yes, I'm just trying to think of colour now. I think given nocturnal, it'd either have to be quite dark or maybe very, very pale or slightly translucent. What are people's thoughts on colouring? I'm guessing it's amphibian. Amphibian's not scaled, it's just the amphibian skin, whatever that is. Yeah, venom is typically through touch or injection in some way. Guess it is heavy. I think this is a heavy friend here. Heavy friend. I remembered a funny story from the Kumi era. Polish radio once reported on a monster lurking in Zalu Zagransky. It was described as ugly and feeding on trash. And they said what it really was. A Polish journalist on vacation. Oh dear. Maybe it's dark blue, like a blackish blue. This orange. Well, I can sort of see it's having maybe some orange spots because in the wild I think it's black and orange is a sign of poison and danger and stuff to other animals. Good night, need to sleep. Go sleep, Elfie. Thank you so much for being wonderful. And I hope you get some good sleep. And I hope you have fun making Blue's drawing so much better eventually. Well, so maybe the main colour could be the blackish blue, but with maybe some sort of orange diamonds patterned across the back or something. So sorry, I don't know why I wound up on all capitals initially, but now that I am, I want to stay there. You're thinking of poisoned dart frogs. I think so, and I think there's also a few other creatures that go along those lines as well. Main colour, blackish blue, but I'm down with orange spots too. Well, what shape do we want for the orange pattern? I mean, I was thinking diamonds, but we could go with something more interesting. We could have swirls. We could have arrows of some sort, maybe. Orange pattern across back. I'm guessing paler underbelly. Maybe a pale blue underbelly. Oh, orange pattern across back. We probably don't have to go too specific here because Blue's not going to be very good at drawing it. Oh, might clash a bit with trying to ambush if it has noticeable colours. So would a lot of this. Indeed. Yeah, I think we'd have to really think of the environment that would birth this monstrosity. But, or maybe the orange pattern isn't permanent. Maybe they can sort of, you know, I'm moving my hands here. I'm sure that's helping everyone a lot. I mean, there are animals that can't see the colour orange. Yes, maybe it's a particular shade of orange that most of their prey can't see. Maybe they'd use the pattern to identify, maybe. Like patterns unique to each creature. Patterns unique to each creature. I'm still hovering over whether... Yes, camouflage mode, like a chameleon, something like that. Yes, that they can camouflage their orange. The orange spots would come out when they blush. Maybe they use their orange spots to attract mates, maybe. Okay, so... Attack? I think I tried to write both attack and attract at the same time. Its environment could have orange things in it in some way. That could also influence it. Oh yes, maybe there's a lot of orange algae or something in the lakes where it lives. And camouflage mode to make spots less obvious, either less obvious or disappeared completely. Okay. That's actually kind of cute when it's not hunting, it's out to wow its crush. Oh dear, this is okay. This almost sounds like a cuttlefish. Aww. Cuttlefish. Oh no, that didn't work. Okay. Let's try something else. Blue's trying again. Okay, let's see if we can make this work. Blushing is also a nice idea, very cute. Oh, forgot to put the blushing. Okay, so spots really shine up when blushing. Sort of spots to attract mates. Okay. Feel free to heckle Blue as she draws if I miss anything. Yeah. Okay. Oh dear, Blue shouldn't be this anxious. She's just a bad drawer. Okay, where am I? The window capture. need to swap this over to paint. Okay, and way, there we go. It worked, kind of. Just need to shift that over a little bit. Okay. Can't believe we've gotten through this with reasonably minimal scuff, given was a fair bit going on that I don't usually do. Okay. Okay, let's oh, that's moving things. Let's not do that. Okay. Actually, I just realized something. Our creature is heavy, yet it has odd-toed ungloved feet. It might not need to camouflage because it could hunt like a hippo. Okay. Almost hippo-like, so maybe... Oh dear. Oh dear, how are we going to do this? Okay, okay. I kind of need a third screen. I know, I'm just not using my my screen real estate in the best way possible, but... See, it runs, rolls into a ball, and flops onto unsuspecting victims. Okay. Runs, rolls. Ah, no, capitals, please. I know you can't see this, but... Runs, rolls into ball, flops onto unsuspecting victims. Yay, I think. Okay, so what's the main things I need to remember to get the basic stuff done? Okay, big amphibian, human-sized. The feet, and there's 6 legs, long tail. Okay, and what was the okay, so we have a really big head. Large, sort of roundish head with a flat face. You imagine it accidentally jump scare even seeing unsuspecting fishermen. What folklore could that produce? Oh, a lot. A lot. It is crazy that hippos are primarily herbivores, to be honest. They're built to be carnivores. It'd be cool to see that line up with a fantasy creature. Indeed, indeed. So I'm thinking, although this is we're still human-sized. We're still human-sized, but along those lines, let's... Oh dear. Oh dear. Blue is anxious. Again, feel free to heckle. Because Blue doesn't know what she's doing. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so... Okay, 6 feet sounds about right. It's good. I can imagine seeing this randomly flopping out into the water a few meters in front of your ship. That would be intense. Even though it's not huge, that would still be intense. Okay, so it was a very large round head with a flat face. So I don't like that. Let's use a paint. Oh no, that's a full thing. There's a paintbrush. Brush, please. Yeah, that'll do. Oh dear. Oh dear. Please feel free as well to draw much better pictures. I'll pop a community chat up with our creature description in if anyone wants to go nuts drawing it. And I don't know, we'll find some way to share it. I'll try to think. Can't think right now. Trying to draw. Look at me go. So large round head with a flat face. Large round head with a flat face. So we've got our... How do we show a flat face? Guess like that. Oh god, I just thought of the name for our creature, the Salaprancer. Ah, cutie! Let's pop that on there. Salaprancer. Yay! Yay! We have a name. So I think by flat face, just trying to get the sort of salamander-esque shape still to the face. That's not really going to work, is it? Maybe I should draw it from above. Human teeth. Large red eyes. Sorry. We have our pretty external gills here. External gills, external gills, external gills. Oh, there I was, looking down into the water, and I saw this flat-faced, six-legged, human-sized floppy fish thing with pig feet staring back at me. Oh dear. So our gills are there. So where are our horns, do we think? Underneath them? Underneath them, maybe? Maybe more along the back. Everyone thinks I'm crazy, but I swears by it. Okay. If I've done this head big and heavy enough. Well, we still got to be able to, you know, move our head, so we've still got to have a fair-sized body here, don't we? Fair-sized body. We have a long tail. Oh dear. I think the horns could be on the underbelly or on the back. Maybe. I think I was thinking along the lines of having them on the head and sort of using that as part of the head flailing weaponry, but yeah, definitely continue along the body. Oh wait, the third NGUW is the inconvenient curses, right? That's right. The curse of the Salaprans are yoinking a single fish out of your hunt just before you get to the port. Yes, the next MacGuffins you write will be the inconvenient curses. I'm hopeful we can have a bit more fun with that one and it won't get quite as depressing as the previous two managed. Oh dear. So... okay, I'm just doing the limbs, and I'll try to figure out the toes. See on the other side, that's okay. Alrighty, so the toes, like a hoof. It's 3 toes and 1 behind. So is that 3 toes in front and 1 behind, or two in front and 1 behind? How exactly did the first one get depressing? Oh, I think we just wound up running across some very depressing ideas in general. Not anything too specific. Oh dear, I just remember a lot of... maybe it was less depressing and more icky. I found it kind of also funny. I'm glad you did. 3 in front and 1 behind. Okay, let's have a look. So you mean like 1 behind there. Looks a bit more like a claw, sorry. And hoof like 1, 2, 3 in front. A hoof like that. The Geneva Convention violations now, I get it. Yeah, those. those ones there. Oh my goodness, this is a monstrosity. I'm sorry. I know you'll all be able to do much better, I'm sure. Let's just get these toes in there. Toes. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Hoof and large one at the back. Yay! I'm sorry, I'm really bad at drawing. Horn. Oh, that's not good. That's thicker horns, thick, powerful horns. Thick, powerful horns going down, body. Thick, powerful horns. Oh dear. Don't need to be sorry that we're making this abomination together. Yeah, I just feel like I'm not really doing it justice as well. Another horn there, maybe. Have a bit of a horn fringe around the top. Horn. Oop. 6 legs, nocturnal, red eyes, external gill. We're kind of alligator-like. Got that sort of, that shape, that... Maybe it should have been the round head. Maybe I should have made this a bit longer. I think it's okay. Camouflage in the sand. Goes into ball. Are we sleek enough, do you think? Are we sleek? So very sleek. Just do a random... Well, let's see if we can add a bit of color, I guess. Color, color, color. With red eyes. Yay, red eyes. Doopy doopy doo. I might just... Ah, no. Wrong. Wrong. Just doing that so I can colour the horns in a different colour. Doopy doopy doo. Doopy doopy doo. Looks sleek to me. Well, it's doing its best. So what were we? We were dark blackish blue. That'll do. No, it won't. I'm too bad of a drawer for that to do. Where is it not joined? Here? Oh dear. Oh dear. I don't think that will have solved the problem. Nope, definitely not solved the problem. Oh dearie me. Let's just be inelegant about this, I guess. Dear. Doopy 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 doo. Where are the cracks? The cracks in the design. The cracks in the design. You one? You one? Around the mouth. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. The flaws in the design. Oh dear. Gaps on the left side of the mouth. Thank you. Let's see if that does it. Oh, dearie me. Yes, thank you. You rescued me. Thank you, all of you, for rescuing me. Oh, dearie me. Let's make the gills a little lighter, maybe. What colour horns do we reckon? What colour horns? Horns, let's just go with a sort of bony colour, I guess. Horny, horny, horny. Many horns. So many horns. Horn, horn, horn. Could be orange or light blue. Okay. About the hooves. I'm just throwing this down. We can change these later. Yeah, it's not feeling very stealthy at the moment, but if camouflage is possible. Oh dear. What sort of pattern should this guy have? Just a bit splodgy? Splodgy, splodgy, splodgy. Splodgy. Splodge. 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 Many, many splodge. Splodge, splodge, splodge. Oh, join. Ah, dear. What's splodging? Oh, that's not joined. Splodge. Splodge. Much splodge. Splodging, splodging everywhere. Ah, dearie me. Doing you up first. Splodge. Yes, splodge. Oh dear. Well, there it is. Sorry. Here we go. It is, a thing of beauty. How close are we to the description? So, the salaprancer, big amphibian, human-sized. It's big amphibian, human-sized. A heavy friend. You do look pretty heavy. Well, imagine swimming in the waters with this thing and then getting launched out of the waters like a KO and Smash Brothers by one of these things. Just the head up and down. Wonderful. This is awesome. I think you're being very, very kind to Blue. Concept is awesome. Execution on Blue's part, not so much. Oh dear. Oh dear. The odd toad, ungulate feet. Blue did her best. Blue did her best. That's, yeah. Yeah. Oh, dear me. I'm just gonna save this friend quickly. As the oh no. Salaprancer. Save. So now he is saved forever. I'll pop him up. Oh, with the community note with the description in case anyone else wants to do better than Blue. It will not be hard, I assure you. Oh no, Blue is hoping her talent lies more with words than images, but that remains yet to be seen as well. So, 6 legs we did, nocturnal, red eyes, external gills. I think we're filling the brief, mostly. Alligator-like, an ambush predator. Well, assuming all the camouflage and everything works okay, probably still be able to ambush. I mean, particularly it's nocturnal. It should, you know, assuming the spots are turned off. Well, there's lots of algae floating around. Yeah, blend in with the algae. Camouflage is in sand at the bottom of the lakes. Human teeth. Look at me with my human teeth. Oh, curls into a ball. Amphibian flat-looking face with... Oh, I forgot to do the cute mouth. I forgot the cute mouth. Oh, the teeth. Let's see if I can three the mouth up a little bit. Not orange. Not orange, please. That's probably the wrong way, isn't it? A little bit. Yeah, I think that helped a little bit. There we go. So, head large in comparison to body. Uses head to bludgeon prey. Horns prickly on side, sweep head side to side, impales. Horns venomous. Flops on enemies, either bludgeoning or smothering. I could see this guy doing that. I mean, if he flops with the head being most of the weight, and that stuns or crushes people prey? Maybe people prey? Then maybe wraps the 6 legs around them as well. If they're flexible enough. Are we flexible? It's like a snake. Now I want to pet it. Oh, I'm sure it would enjoy the pets, maybe? I'm not sure, actually. Less sure than 5 seconds ago. Oh, long tails. Oh, the fins on the tails. I missed the fins on the tail. Let's add that in. Fins. The tail. And I might make them the same paler blue as the gills right now. Ah, no, fail. Blue failed. Did you see Blue fail? Blue failed. Blue succeeds. There we go. Fins on the tail. That's better. Here we go. What else have we got? The long tail with the fins. Main colour the blackish blue. Pale blue underbelly. Cannot see the underbelly. Orange patterns unique to each creature. Spots really shine up when blushing. Use orange spots to attract mates. Lots of orange algae in the lakes to sort of help us blend in. We could also have a camouflage mode to make spots less obvious or disappear. Runs, rolls into a ball, flops onto unsuspecting victims. Oh dear. Nice. Yay. Oh, TV survivalist voice. Give me a moment. Oh, I was going to go David Attenborough style, but this is more... Okay. I have a feeling one of these salaprans is going to show up any moment now. Mating season time, and they really don't like the sound of motorboats. Sorry. Well, we've got our guy now. We just need to, the Salapransa. Yay. It's beautiful. It's an abomination, but it's our abomination. Abomination. That is a word I can say. Have you actually drunk any water on stream today? Once. I'll have some more now. Thank you for the hydrate remind. Yay, it is a beautiful creature. Yes, after this stream I will pop up the description and the example drawing. So anyone who wants to have a go can have a go. Is there a way to post images and comments? Probably. No, I don't think there is. There would be all kinds of unfortunate shenanigans if that were a thing, wouldn't it? Oh. Are you now as hydrated as a salapransa? I don't think I'll ever be quite as hydrated as a salapransa. Sadly. I can come closer though. More hydration. Oh, dearie me. Excuse me, sorry. Well, we have our salapransa. I'm just still trying to think of a way to, share your drawings of it. I really need to start a Discord, don't I? I really need to get that figured out. Oh dear. I'll try to do some research into that while we're away maybe. So hopefully when I get back it wouldn't take me too long to pull it together. Because that's probably the easiest and safest way to share things. I just... You know, I participate so little in all the servers I'm in, and I suppose I should stop saying it feels silly because it'll be useful to you and probably to me as well to have a Discord. Just in my mind, to have a Discord, you have to sort of be successful already, and I suppose I am in a sense. I am still here doing this, and you are here, and you being here is a success in itself. I am already successful thanks to you, so thank you. It's can I minimized him, yay. Sorry, minimized him for me. Just want to make sure everything is saved and to probably finish up soon because Blue needs food and needs to do the washing up. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. It's, you know, I think when I first started streaming, I was in the mindset that it would be probably years before I had, you know, even 10 people routinely watching. And it's amazing that that's already happened. So, yeah. I will start giving you more content soon. I don't really like the word content. I think it's become a bit of a dirty word in my mind for silly reasons. But I think I've finished the first short story audiobook, the Here There Be Dragons story, the first one we did for the editing sessions. I think I'm mostly happy with it. It's I'm trying to cut myself some slack, given it's the first time I've sort of made a video and done a proper voiceover. So it's not going to be perfect, but I think it's okay. I just need to figure out where I'm posting the story online. I was just going to go wide and post on a bunch of different places, but I might stick to maybe Wattpad and Scribble Hub and Tumblr. But can't wait for it. I'm glad. I'm glad. And hopefully once that one's up, I'll have a bit more confidence to pull the other ones together more quickly. And so there'll be those. And with any luck, my story cycle, I'll start getting a bit more work on that done. And that'll, because I'll be able to put that up a lot sooner than the main magical project. And I really want to start. I do not want to start. I want to start sharing more stuff with you and sort of, I don't know, this will sound bad, I guess, but give you more of a reason to want to be here, I guess. I don't know. Just, Blue is a writer, and she's just not sharing enough of her writing. Oh, well. Oh, well. So, if I can get everything I want together for the video, I'll try to post it, it'll probably be, early Saturday morning my time, which I think will be late afternoon, evening for the US. I'll see if I can just get it all set up to go. Oh, dearie me. But yes, must sort things out on Wattpad and Scribble Hub. I've been thinking about doing Inkit as well, because I used to play around with Inkit a bit, but I don't know, I think I'll leave Inkit for now. And also was considering Tappers, but I think Tappers in general is much better for comics, like Reaper's comic. Yes, if anyone hasn't seen it, Reaper of Crows, the Nero comic on Tappers. It's really good. It's really good. I know you'll like it. But yeah, I'm not sure how far along they've come with novels yet, and given it's short stories, just posting bits and pieces, I'm not sure it's the best for Tappers. So I might stick to Wattpad and Scribble Hub. We'll see. Oh, it's always a nice time being here. I look forward to whatever you come up with. Thank you. Oh, wow, thank you. Oh, it is really good. I really enjoy it. I can think. I think we're done. I mean, I'd considered making multiple creatures, but I think we are creatured out. We have made one monstrosity. I'm sure that's enough for one stream. Oh, dear. So yes, I will try to, I've said this already, haven't I? I'll try to post up our description and the picture soon. While Tappers has a very dedicated user base for web novels and light novels as well. It is something to think about. Blue still is dancing between just putting the main magical project and her main works just on her own website, as opposed to places like Tappers and not Webtoons. I can't put a novel on Webtoons. Wattpad is associated with Webtoons. Well, it's also a better site than Webtoons by comparison. Okay. But, yeah, I think the plagiarism that exists on a few web novel sites just makes Blue very nervous. But, you know, easier to find an audience. Even, you know, Wattpad, which is very saturated, still possibly find some audience there anyway, particularly with the YouTube videos, hopefully, of each chapter as well. That's going to take so much work. Worth it! It'll be worth it when I eventually get it done. Okay, let me look up my lyrics before I ramble on any further. Lyrics. Doopy-doopy-doo. Oh dear, I haven't stayed nearly hydrated enough to be able to sing this well, have I? I'll have a bit more water. Oh, that's fair. I wish I had a way to make a site and a way to fund. Indeed, it can be a bit much. Plagiarism is what drove me off Wattpad. The sci-fi top is littered with H.G. Wells. Goodness me. So maybe not Wattpad. I just don't know where to put it. I mean, I used to think Inkit was a really good alternative, but I've seen a fair few horror stories from Inkit as well. I don't know. Maybe I should just stick with my own site. I mean, for shorties, I might pop them up on a few few things, and possibly the story cycle as well, just because I have already published it previously under another name, so I guess I don't know, a little less concerned about that one. We'll see. We'll see, but maybe. It's just if it's just my site, I just don't know how I'm going to drive traffic towards it when I'm probably not going to be spending anything on advertising. Tumblr probably still a decent place. Yeah, I mean, I may post snippets or, the first little bit of each chapter on Tumblr. I'm not sure about putting the entire story on Tumblr, to be honest. Oh well. Every time I think I've made a decision on this, I just keep flip-flopping back and forth. It's hard, but at least with the short stories, I'll just pick a few places, probably still Wattpad and Scribble Hub, maybe Tappers, but I don't know. We will see. Yes, everything else fails. We have a lifeline on Tumblr, indeed. But I'm in the fortunate position that I should be able to afford to fund a simple website. Should be being the operative word. Oh, words. There's two of them there. Should be. But I'm not much of a designer. One of my siblings has a fair amount of experience and they may be able to help, but I don't like to burden them. They are very busy and important. Okay, so this is the last stream until next month, almost a month. It feels so odd, but I suppose I'll be away for 2 weeks, and we're leaving at the very end of this week and arriving pretty much the Sunday night before I would be streaming, which I would not. I don't think I would be prepared to stream after coming back from a ridiculously long car trip. And so that'll make it the 6th. The 6th of May will be the next planned stream, and that's a very long time off. I'm so sorry. But, I'll consider just doing a, what's the term? A guerrilla stream, a random one sometime that week, just for some fun. Maybe play a bit more Banished or something. Check in on our worry of a little town there. Just to jump in and say hi, maybe. No, nothing solid on that, but I'd probably, throw up something with an hour's warning or so if I'm about to go live randomly. Ooh, I'll say this, Tappers makes it easier to search for webcomics and novels, especially for new stuff. You own whatever you make, and there's an anti-screenshot thing on the site so people can't steal it. Okay, that's something. I'll think about that. I will think about that. I'll do more research into Tappers for novels. I think what was making me and ah about it was because I think it was just still very new with web novels at the time. Yeah, and you see stuff everywhere about communities being toxic. I know in particular Wattpad community is quite toxic. And I think I remember people saying Tappers is generally friendlier. Also, there's a creator program unlike Webtoon. Okay, I'll do more research on Tapas again as a possibility for main magical projects and other main projects. Oh yes, Tapas is way nicer. Glad to hear it. I am. And given you're having a fairly good experience on it, so that's something need to consider people's personal experiences. So yes, I'll probably trust you more than random reviewers online. Oh no. Yes, so maybe random stream in the week I get back before the 6th of May. And the 6th of May should be the next MacGuffins You Write reading session. So if you're planning on writing anything, that's when to have it done by. And I think it's probably a good idea to let me know somehow that you do have a piece floating out there for me to find. I mean, I'll search the hashtag, of course, in Scribble Hub if we're all planning on trying to use Scribble Hub. And if you don't want to, that's fine as well. Just let me know you've written it in a comment probably on the brainstorming VOD or on a community post. I see all comments. And just let me know it's there and I will find it. And I will make a list and we will read everything. Oh, speaking of, how is everyone doing with their stories? How are you all doing with your stories? You don't have to share anything if you don't want to, but if you'd like to share, please do. Please do. Oh, dearie me. Blue's starting to daydream about lunch now, though. I think I've got a little bit of leftover chicken. I could make a chicken and cheese toasty. I like toasties. Normally I prefer avocado as well, but Blue is bereft of avocado at present. Oh dear. Slowly editing through everything. Yay. Yay. Alrighty. It's going okay. It's good to know. Good to know. Okay, so we should probably finish up here. Blue's voice feels like it's about to crack at any second. Just gonna have some more water. I'm doing okay. Still brainstorming and stuff for chapter 5 and chipping away at chapter 3 as we speak. Well done. Well done. I'm looking forward to more. Looking forward to it. Oh dear. Why am I tired now? I need to be alert for when the small one gets home. Maybe it's just automatic. I'm finishing a stream. It must be time for bed. I'm about 2/3 ready unless I want to write an epilogue. Whatever you write, I will be so happy to read it. So happy. Okay. Sorry, I think I've said all the random administration stuff I wanted to say. Mostly that, yes, last stream for a little while, and I'm so sorry about that. But yes, family trip has been planned for a while. And I will see what I can do to sort of keep in touch-ish on community posts, maybe a tiny bit on the Xbird site or Tumblr. Oh, I've got so many Tumblr tags and asks that I need to look at one point. Maybe that's something I can do while I'm away. That might be a bit easier to handle on the phone. I hate writing on my phone. And I'm probably not bringing my laptop just because of lack of space. Oh dear. I'm going to want to write. Oh dear. Maybe I've just got to figure out a way to bring it. We'll figure it out. Oh, hit the winter wall. Oh dear, so not much progress. But spring is coming back in bouts, so it started a new project. Yay! It's still slow progress, but progress nonetheless. Progress is wonderful. All progress is wonderful. Well, sadly, Blue has not made much main magical project progress since I'm finishing revamping sort of part 1. I really want to move on, but it's just been really hectic here lately. And this week I'm going to be getting ready for the trip, but I'll try to do a bit as we go. I was also hit by, the wondering, can I even write anymore? Because I've just been mostly editing for so long. And, wondering if jumping over to another project and just trying to get it out as quickly as possible might be helpful, and just checking I can still write, and just a little bit of time away from main magical project. I mean, it feels like I've already had a lot of time away because I'm just not getting any writing time in, but, see if I can separate my thoughts from it for a little while and work on something else. But it's hard to choose. And I worry I'd get stuck on that project then and not be able to get back, and I'd just keep going in the same loopy cycles I've been going in for the past 15 years or so. Oh dear. If you're writing on your phone, then Tumblr is perfect. Doesn't have to be as high quality for just Tumblr. I guess so. But I don't like to release anything unless I know it's good. It makes me, I don't know, feel like a sham, I guess. It's just a me problem. It's a me problem. Oh, it feels like it'd be good for you, a little de-rusting. Oh, the weather is crazy in your city right now. We had a week of temperatures in the mid-teens and suddenly yesterday 26. Oh dear, it's jumping everywhere. It's a little like that here right now too. I mean, we had a really, really cold few days a few weeks ago, and it's back to feeling like it's the end of summer. Oh dear. We did have a full day of rain yesterday, which is nice. It hasn't rained here for a very long time, so I just spent the whole day just rain. Blue likes rain. But yeah, I'll consider jumping stories. I think the only problem was the main story I was thinking to jump to is my other magical people story, and I kind of only want to be releasing one magical people story at a time. The amphibian rivalry one's also an option. As you know, I was just thinking, what if I could release, just sort of write the whole sort of series or duology as this was meant to be, just as a series of light novels instead, and just try to contain each one to 50,000 or so words. That could make things a little easier. I don't think it's possible for main magical project because there's been so much done on it already, and probably not for other ones that I've done huge amount of work on. But if I could turn a intended duology of I guess it's new adult fantasy. I'm not sure about the term new adult. Most of the characters are very late teens or early to mid 20s, and when I write, even though it's probably more adult stories, I still try to aim for YA vibes, because YA vibes are a bit more fun and hopeful, I guess, and can afford to be a little sillier and not always take ourselves so seriously. So yeah, I guess that's sort of what my writing tries to go for. Oh dear, I am still rambling. I'm so sorry. But yes, maybe even just while I'm away, just try to focus on another story, maybe even just trying to get a plan out. A good plan. And then maybe when we get back I can just dive headfirst into main magical project and just pull it all together. That would be amazing. Okay. Well, I believe in your writing ability, Blue. Thank you so much, Reaper. Thank you so much. Oh, dearie me. We should probably finish up so Blue can eat and wash up. Thank you so much for coming. It was a wonderfully fun stream in which we did not get devoured. I was sure we'd get devoured at least once. I'm glad we tested the dragon roll then, otherwise it would have, been a pointless thing finding the sound effect. Not that it was difficult, but, just getting it set up and trying to make sure it works. I'm glad we got to play it at least once. So thank you again, and I will see you in the beginning of May, hopefully with some lovely, Beauty Steals Breath stories. But maybe a fun random stream before then. Have a good day, rest of your day, Blue. Thank you, Zebby. See you around. You as well. And yes, until then, good night to you, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, and I hope the rest of your day is absolutely lovely. Hope you have a nice evening. The rest of your day is absolutely lovely, because that's what you deserve. I need more water. My voice is about to crack again. Remember to bring your inhalers next month. Indeed. You may need them for our stories. Excuse me. Let's see if I can sing this without completely falling apart. Oh dear. Apologies in advance. For the money that e'er I had, I have spent it in good company. Oh, and all the harm I've ever done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night, and joy be to you all. Didn't completely fall apart. Have a nice time until then, everyone. Indeed. I hope you have a wonderful April, and shall see you in the beginning of May. Oh dear. So, until next time. Oh dear, I sang over the backing music again, didn't I? I'm sorry. Need to remember to turn that off. Until next time. Until next time. Bye bye. Bye bye. Let's turn you down now. Bye bye.